crowd on their feet. Football season be the reason that I be bringing this heat. Georgia music representing 104.3. Hey, welcome to the show.
Hello, everybody, including all you people who didn't think OKC could lose a game at their home stadium.
Don't beat your chest to double overtime now.
You have to be kidding. That's going to be your take?
You're beating your chest on double overtime? That was a great game.
That was a great game. And it was a 6.5-point dog that the Spurs were. I don't think they ever were losing in that game, but for a couple of seconds when they were down by a point, Wemby's that dude, and San Antonio goes up 1-0.
I knew y'all were going to throw it in my face because I didn't think they had a chance.
You were.
But they were dominating the game, and OKC was down by 4 every single second. And I'm like, okay, they're going to come back and win. And they didn't, but they went to double overtime to win, Hawk. Don't act like they're just a superior team.
On the road to a team that's very well rested with the MVP. I mean, you cannot find a way to diminish that victory from San Antonio yesterday.
You are going to look at that game and think the Spurs are a superior team to the Thunder.
Yes.
You're crazy.
So you watched that game and decided OKC is a better team?
Yes.
How?
They weren't playing well. They were rusty, whatever you want to say. They looked terrible, and they were still down by 4, and they pushed them to double overtime. San Antonio's good. You know I love San Antonio. I love the young guards, but I knew you were going to try to beat your chest today, and I'm like, you can't come out. Yeah, I told you. No, you didn't say
I
nothing.
did tell you. You acted with astonishment that I picked San Antonio and bet San Antonio, and I was right and you were wrong. You asked it 15 different ways and sideways yesterday. You really are betting against the OKC, the team with SGA? SGA didn't know where he was last night. If they didn't have my bald guy, Alex Caruso, that team would have been blown out by 45 points.
Caruso was balling.
That is, he may overtake Manu Ginobili as the top bald in my in my bald rankings. Speaking of bald,
and I lost a lot of money.
Josh Appel is here. He is bald and proud. Josh Appel's filling in for Solana for the next few days as Solana enjoys Orlando. Did you watch the game last night, Appel?
I did. I turned it on at the start of the first overtime because I was locked in on Game 7 with the Saberhood and the Canadiens of Montreal. But I saw the end of the OKC Spurs game, and like, to me, my takeaway is those are probably the two best teams left right now in either conference.
Easy.
Yeah,
easy.
Like it's not Cleveland a distant fourth, but like, you guys are, and this must have been something you guys discussed obviously yesterday. But like, my takeaway is not, the Spurs are better than the Thunder. We got to poke holes in the Spurs win. To me, like, these are the two best teams left going to double overtime in the Western Conference Final. Like, these are the two best teams going at it, and like, we're splitting hairs on which one is better than the other. Last night, obviously,
I'm just crowing because I was right. And
he was right.
I'm going to wait for Crowder to say that I was right rather than somehow he figured out how I was wrong, even though I was right. So go ahead. I'll give you another chance to restart.
I was the only one. I'm like, it's OKC with 9 days of rest at home. Are you kidding me? And Hawk and Solana were right. I didn't think it was going to be a 5-game series. I think this is going to 7. But I didn't expect them to win game 1 in Oklahoma City like the way they did.
There we go. Okay, that's all I wanted to hear.
But it took them double overtime.
Don't you feel better now?
It was a pretty lame attempt by you to poke some holes in it. Like you were trying to like massage a reason in a way to diminish it, and it was just, they needed double overtime. Whoa,
yeah, you have to feel better now. Crowder, you feel better now that you've acknowledged it.
I do a little weight off my shoulders. I feel a little better now. I knew you were going to come at me first segment, so I had to have something.
I couldn't wait. I wanted to get on the air at 11 a.m. I wanted to get on the air at midnight last night.
Was it. This is the NBA Finals. I hope everybody knows that.
I hope they all go double overtime. I mean, it was so much fun watching that game last night. Like, It was just fun. That was, I've said before, I don't know if you were on with us, Appel, but I had said, Does the NBA really have this problem? You know, we talk about, oh, they've got to fix the regular season. Nobody cares. There's all this load management. You don't know if stars are playing. Does it really matter if the postseason delivers this way each and every year, which it does? I mean, even the finals last year, Indiana takes OKC to 7 games. Like, does the NBA really have a load management problem or a superstar problem if this is what the postseason is like?
You know, I feel like we're allowed to have both, right? Like, there are still the NHL has an incredible regular season.
Let me rephrase it.
Great.
Let me rephrase it. I'm not saying that we don't want both. I'm saying when Adam Silver pretends like he's got a huge problem to fix, it's more like lip service, right? He doesn't have to fix anything. Like, he can tell the fans, oh, yeah, we got to fix tanking. We got to figure out a way to stop the Utah Jazz from doing what they did during the season. But when it comes down to it, everyone's glued to that game last night. And I'm imagining tonight, with New York being in the Eastern Conference Finals, it's going to be record viewership. Like, I just imagine, I kind of feel like Adam Silver's doing like the wink, wink. Oh, yeah, we're going to fix this major problem, knowing that he doesn't have to fix anything.
I'm already locked in. I have my TV on ESPN in the hotel room right now in Bradenton. I don't want to miss a second of it. To your question, Huck, Silver has to fix December, January, February, March. April, May is taken care of.
Right.
These playoffs are taken care of because now it's the best of the best playing against the best of the best. People are complaining about the January 4th game when nobody wants to play, and it doesn't matter if they play. That's the problem that he's trying to solve.
Now, if you want to change your channel at your hotel room, you can put on USA, because our AFC Bournemouth Cherries take on Man City at 2:30 this afternoon. In fact, they have to put a little action. And we got Marlins action this afternoon as well. It's a 4:10 start.
There's a small problem. My account is now at 41 cents after I bet everything on the...
No wonder you were so cantankerous.
They will not let me bet 41 cents on the Hard Rock app.
What do we got in this? You like anything in this match here? I've unlocked a no sweat bet token. Hey.
How about a both
soccer
teams
goal
score?
scorer, no sweat bet up to $20. How about my American on the Bournemouth team, Tyler Adams? Should
What
I bet
about
him?
both teams to score?
Well, I can do a no sweat bet for a goal scorer.
Oh, okay.
So I have to, but that's a no sweat bet. But then I'll do another bet as well.
Hey.
Bournemouth is plus 375 to win. Man City is minus 155. Let's see what both teams to score is minus 190.
Deposit complete. Let's go, baby. What we got?
Hi. We're back in the game.
We're back in the game.
We're back in the game. How was that game 7, Appel? I know that it went to overtime, and, you know, we have this weird interest in the Buffalo Sabres because of Solana, but also there's this underlying story of a Canadian team trying to get back to the Stanley Cup, to win a Stanley Cup, and Montreal is their last hope, and they end up advancing to the Eastern Conference Finals. How was the game?
Unbelievable game 7. It's exactly what you get in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Montreal jumped out to a 2-0 lead. Buffalo stormed back, made it 2-2. Buffalo controlled play in the majority of overtime. They had a goal waved off at the end of the third period. And then this Alex Newhook, household name, Alex Newhook, scored in game 7 of round 1, scored the game-winning goal in game 7 in OT last night. And Montreal's moving on. Incredible game. It's everything you could want in that sport.
And I'm assuming we're rooting for Montreal now over Carolina?
Oh, yeah. And so is the league. The league does not want Carolina in the Stanley Cup final.
Right. They want a Canadian team. It's good for the league, but we just hate Carolina.
Yeah. And I don't know if you've watched any of those Montreal home games during the postseason so far. What an atmosphere it is up there in the Bell Center. I mean, unreal stuff.
Yeah,
they were cool sold out last night for a watch party.
Yeah. And then Dolphins OTAs are underway. I saw David Furones from the Sun Sentinel. He tweeted out Jeff Hafley, because they've got those 2 West Coast games to begin the schedule. Vegas, and then is it Vegas and then LA?
And 49ers.
Vegas and San Francisco.
Yeah.
So he said that they had asked the league to do that. They wanted back-to-back West Coast on the schedule. He also revealed the Dolphins are going to hold joint practices on the road against Washington and at home against the New York Giants. And I saw Omar Kelly tweet out that Jeff Hafley said they definitely, specifically, are not having joint practices with the Atlanta Falcons this year. And that makes sense because of Tua. You don't.
Have you guys gone through the schedule and done win-loss yet?
Yeah, 17
on the air.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know Hawks prognostication annually. It went from 16-0 to 17-0 a couple years ago.
Yeah, that was my big change. Anyway,
I got us at about 4-13, Josh.
I read a thing from Bleacher Report, had them at 2 wins. They're favored in 1 game out of 17 by Vegas next season. The home game against the Jets, they're 1-point favorites, and the road game against the Jets, they're 2-point underdogs. It's a tough schedule, right? Like we can get excited about
ridiculous
Hafley and John Eric Sullivan and Malik Willis, and they re-sign Devon Achane. He's a threat, but if you really look at it, it's a tough schedule. It's the second toughest schedule in the league.
Because in our own division, we have the defending AFC champion Patriots and the Buffalo Bills Josh Allen team. In our division, we had to play both of those teams twice, and then we draw the AFC West, which is a monster.
By the way, speaking of the Patriots, Ben Volen from the Boston Globe is going to join us this hour. Solana and I had brought up yesterday, I wouldn't be surprised if that Patriots team from last season was this one-season aberration. I'm not necessarily certain that I expect them to look as good as they did last season. I wouldn't be surprised if they were a middling team.
They beat up on a lot of bad teams last year.
And it had an easy path. I had said to Crowder yesterday, you know, if they had been bounced in round 1 of the playoffs, I'm not certain anybody would have been saying going into this season, oh, the Patriots, Drake May is the it guy and whatever. Like, he's good. But I think because they went to a Super Bowl, we're like, oh, my God, like they're back. They got their next Tom Brady. But their path, and I don't want to, diminish anyone's road to the Super Bowl, but their path to the Super Bowl was kind of easy. I'm just working out my material for Ben Volen in a few minutes.
They went to the Super Bowl, Hawk. I understand Bo Nix got hurt. They went to the Super Bowl.
Well, San Antonio won last night. You poked holes in that. Your takeaway was that OKC's better.
It took them 2 overtimes. I don't know. That's all I have. I was working on that all morning.
All right, let's do headlines with Josh Appel. By the way, the Black Crows are coming to Hard Rock Live May 30th, along with Whiskey Myers and Southall, and you could win tickets every day this week on the show. Today, we will give away the tickets at 4:20. So make sure you're listening at 4:20. Black Crows put on a great show. It'll be at Hard Rock Live. Today, we will give away a pair of tickets at 4:20. Make sure you are listening. Headlines are brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Josh.
Big night last night.
Mm-hmm.
We had Solana Sabres in Game 7. You had Wemby and the Spurs against the Thunder. Classic double overtime Game 1 in OKC. The Marlins, a 12-0 win over the Braves.
About that.
We'll get to all that in a moment, guys. Hold on. Okay. Hold on. We'll get to all that in a moment.
All right.
We start with day 2 of the storied Jacoby Brissett holdout in Arizona.
That's how I was going to bring Ben Volen on in the next segment, because he's at NFL owners meetings in Orlando, and I'm like, everyone must be talking about Jacoby Brissett's holdout.
That's ridiculous. Go to work, Jacoby.
Man,
I'm kind of with Jacoby on this.
Now, so was Solana, and we beat him up so bad he took the next 3 days off.
He didn't have me here. for this.
Jacoby Brissett should hold out. You're crazy. That's just crazy.
Listen, he's a starting quarterback in this league. Started for the Cardinals last year. He's going to be their starter this year. We've talked about when Malik Willis got his money, $20+ million a year. That's kind of the going rate for starting quarterbacks in the league that aren't on the rookie contracts. I'm not saying Jacoby Brissett should get $20 million to start in Arizona, but like Justin Fields is getting $11 million. He got $20 million last year.
What is Jacoby getting?
Four?
Yeah, Jacoby's making between $4 and $5 million this year. That's backup quarterback.
He's Jacoby Brissett.
Seems perfectly reasonable for Jacoby Brissett.
If he was signing to be a backup, sure, but he's their starter. He wants to get paid like a starter. From that perspective, but Solana's right.
Josh, it's not the future of your organization. If Jacoby doesn't play, Gardner Minshew's going to play. They're waiting for Carson Beck to become the guy. Like, what are you holding out for? You're holding out for 10, 11?
Like, yeah, what could he possibly get?
I think that him being like, hey, guys, Justin Fields is over here making $11 million, and I'm making less than half of that. I think if we get somewhere around 10, 11, I'll see you on day 4 of OTAs. I think that's reasonable.
Give him a $6 million raise for being Jacoby Brissett?
Again, from his perspective, he's just comparing his contract situation to other veteran starters in the league.
Right.
That's the perspective here. It's not that I think Jacoby Brissett is going to win them anything. It's just the comp and what other guys in his similar position are making.
He would be by far the lowest paid starting quarterback in the NFL.
Yes.
Like
not on his rookie
double,
deal.
You're saying.
Not on his rookie deal, yeah.
Would you rather watch Jacoby Brissett or Gardner Minshew play football?
Neither.
If you had to choose.
I guess Minshew is more of a gunslinger. Like Brissett, we've done the Brissett thing down here. If he's the classic backup quarterback, if you need him to play a couple games, fine. But if he's your starter,
a yard rushing, bring him in.
Josh, how big a fan are you of 4-yard comebacks?
Oh, listen, almost as big of a fan as I am of wide receiver screens in our own end zone.
In the end zone.
Speaking of OTAs, I'll take the victory on this one, by the way. Shout out to Solana as well. Devon Achane sat out OTAs today for the Dolphins, but nothing too concerning. Seems to be a bit banged up. Worked on the side, rehabbing. Of course, his contract situation got resolved. And I heard Dan Patrick, of all people, describing his contract and what he's making per year and comparing it to what some of these lower-end wide receivers are making. And when people talk about what you pay for running backs versus what you pay for other positions, would you rather have Devon Achane at $16 million or like Wan'Dale Robinson making more than that? And I think that's the way to look at this. I know we've gone through the Achane situation plenty, but good at that's
I wouldn't have been upset if they gave him more. I love the fact that they wrapped up Devon Achane and they've got a piece of offensive weaponry.
Yeah, it's a staple. He's now a staple of the Dolphins team.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they don't run him into the ground or throw him into the ground, whatever.
I have a feeling that's going to happen.
I was going to say, Josh, who are you leaning on? Tutu?
He's not a piece of weaponry. He is the weaponry.
Yeah, he is the weaponry.
All our guns.
Going to OKC, we just talked about it. Despite Crowder's objections and trying to poo-poo it,
yeah, big moral
to
win.
115.
Big moral win for the Thunder last night.
Yeah, something to build off of for game 2. Wemby, youngest player in NBA history to go 40-20 in a playoff game.
It was ridiculous.
He's so good.
He made that shot to tie the game from Mars.
The more impressive performance, though, is Alex Caruso being able to lock him down.
The thought that they said, Alex Caruso, you got Wemby. And for it to work for 6 quarters,
crazy.
It was wild.
That's JJ Barea on LeBron to a different level because Wemby's 27 feet taller than LeBron.
Yeah, it was wild, man. And I was texting with my son last night, and he's like, they've used Caruso on Wemby all season long, and it's worked.
Yep. And in the first quarter, though, I know the end of the game where Caruso hit the big three and all. Caruso is the one that started their scoring in the first quarter. When he came off the bench in the first quarter, he hit 2 threes and
he ended up with
twice.
like 30 points. Like they lose by 45. If that guy has to be still sleeping right now.
Caruso went crazy.
31 points in 32 minutes for Alex Caruso and that defensive job against Wemby, which, again, we talk about how great Caruso was guarding him, and he still had 40 and 20.
Right. Well, that's the funny thing. It was like when Solana was talking about how Andrew Wiggins could have shut down Luka during his 65-point game against the Heat if Wiggins was healthy. And I'm like, oh, what would you have shut him down to? 61?
The Canadiens, they beat
Imagine
the Sabres.
The guy you have to guard ends up with a 40 and 20 night. Everyone's like giving you dap. Wow, man, that was unbelievable what you did.
You did your thing, AC.
Better bald basketball player than Michael Jordan.
Wow. I was again in the Manu Ginobili realm.
What are you doing
have
there?
taken it to another level.
Why?
Jordan?
Why Manu?
Because it's bald.
Because they
So
got
is Jordan.
But Jordan was shaved head. You know, Caruso and Manu had bald spots for a long time. Caruso has since shaved his head, but he had the bald spot. So when they would do the above shot from, like the scoreboard, like Manu Ginobili and Alex Caruso really favored each other.
Yeah. Brian Cardinal on this list for you?
It's more convertible,
one.
Jay. It's top down, windows up.
Top down, windows up.
You have top down, windows up. Yeah.
Yeah. When I go about 3 weeks without a haircut, that's what we get. Top down, windows up. Never heard that.
Yeah.
I like that.
You look good.
It's the fine bomb.
Thank you.
Oh, wrap things up because I won't have enough time with Volan.
Okay. We talked about it. Rest in peace, the Saberhood. Solana's Saber season comes to an end in Game 7 last night. Final four in the NHL out west, the Avs and Vegas. And then, of course, Carolina and Montreal. Marlins, they'll play Game 2 of their series against the Braves today, 4:10. That's on WQAM. Jack McMullen will have the call of that, of course.
Well, this is WQAM. I just want to point out that's on 560 AM.
Did I not say 560? I meant
No.
560.
Yeah.
Okay. Of course. Thank you for
If you want to hear baseball today at 4 o'clock, we're going to continue on the FM. But if you want to hear the Marlins game, you tune to the AM 560.
Whoa, Whack had 4 RBIs last night, by the way. Your weather.
He did look good last night.
He did. Your weather. It is partly cloudy, maybe some rain coming. Always hot. We're getting into that time of year.
Just placate him one time in the first segment.
But he said
hopefully it'll
Will
be
Whack.
done.
He didn't say Whoa Whack.
I said whoa whack.
Sounded like he said Will Whack, but
He said
whatever.
Will Whack. I was confused.
I said
Joe
whoa.
Mack is raking, though. I didn't know he could rake like that.
You know, it's one of those guys. Sounds different coming off his bat.
You know who else was hitting well?
Your boy.
Xavier Edwards.
He has his number.
I have Xavier Edwards' phone number.
I had a $20 bet last night on Kyle Stowers to hit 3 home runs or more.
So close. He had a single.
I was like, do I want to walk over to Sultan's and buy a scratch off, or do I just want to do a scratch off from my phone?
That weather report brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping keep your home and family safe when the storms roll in. Visit tornadoroofing.com for your free roof and window estimate.
All right, Ben Volan from the Boston Globe is going to join us in the next segment. Do not go anywhere.
Don't be the person in your neighborhood with the garbage garage doors. Beautiful home, nice yard, but your garage doors are terrible, man. You got to call Allied Doors. If your garage doors are outdated, damaged, or not hurricane ready now, you see it starting to rain, don't wait. Call Allied Doors, serving South Florida since 1966. That's 60 years of trusted family-owned service. Don't have that house when you can upgrade it with the beautiful garage doors. Allied Doors has a huge in-stock inventory, same-day service, custom impact-rated doors built to protect and upgrade your home. Protect your house when this hurricane season coming and upgrade it. Make it look nicer. Plus the LiftMaster opener. When I was a kid, I thought all the garages took 35, 40 seconds to get up. And I thought it had to sound yang, 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 yang. No, LiftMasters are built to perform. They are quiet and they are efficient. LiftMasters, the best openers out there, and Allied Doors has the best. They are the best. Give them a call today, 954-942-8550. That's 954-942-8550, or visit allied-doors.com. Mention this ad, you get $300 off. Upgrade and protect your home and get $300 off. Don't wait. Call Allied Doors today.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Hey, Claude, let's jump Hawk.
WQAM.
All right, let's talk to Ben Volen from the Boston Globe. He's on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. And Ben, who is the senior NFL writer for the Boston Globe, is actually in Orlando for NFL owners meetings. And we are going to start here. We determined at the beginning of the show that you're probably all ensconced in conversation about Jacoby Brissett holding out in Arizona. So can we get an update?
You know what? I have been talking to someone about that. I know Jacoby. I've known him through his whole career just because he's a Palm Beach County guy. I used to work down in Palm Beach, and obviously he's been a Patriot twice now. I've heard that he's just asking for a raise. He wants to be paid similar to what like a Geno Smith is getting paid for the Jets, and that's a similar situation. A veteran quarterback of what's going to be a bad team. And they're just asking him to carry the team through the season. The Cardinals and Jacoby Brissett are very far apart. I think Jacoby's on the books for $5 or $6 million next year. He wants to get up to 18 or 19 million. So he
18
and
or
the
19 million?
right now.
Okay.
What?
Gino's making.
But Ben,
Wow.
wouldn't it be more fun to watch Gardner Minshew?
No, I don't think so. Go back and look at Brissett's numbers. His one-loss record wasn't great, but his actual passing numbers were very good, and he helped Trey McBride and Michael Wilson have career seasons. So, like, the receivers there kind of like Jacoby, and he did okay last year.
I would like to withdraw all my criticisms from yesterday and today of Jacoby Brissett holding out because I didn't know he was a Palm Beach County kid, first of all, and I always rep the 561. And secondly, Ben, in one sentence, has made a more compelling case for Jacoby Brissett getting more money than Solana or Appel did.
What are you talking
over
about? We
course
made
of
the same
36
argument.
hours or so. It just sounds better coming from Ben.
Yeah, Ben does it better than you, Appel.
But if they
Well-
just tell him to kick rocks, Ben, like he's really got no leg to stand on, right?
He is under contract, so they do have most of the leverage, and they aren't really going anywhere this year and seem to be wanting to play for a number one pick. So I guess if they had to start Gardner Minshew, they would. But I think they still want to be competitive, and the GM, like, his job is probably on the line. So he wants to build a team that can at least, look like it's building something for the future. And Brissett has been a pretty good leader. Like, he's always, like, the Patriots had him leading the team in the offseason the year that they drafted Drake May, and the Browns really liked Jacoby Brissett's leadership when Deshaun Watson was suspended. So I think the Cardinals would prefer to have their guy there during the offseason, but they just have not shown, they've shown an inclination from what I've heard to give Jacoby a little something, but I think they view it as we have most of the leverage here. And so he may want to be paid like Geno Smith, but I don't know if Jacoby's actually going to get there.
Yeah, Ben, I know you didn't know we were going to start with Jacoby Brissett talk. So, but hey,
You know what?
Ben,
It's a little reminiscent, though, honestly. We've talked about this with Crowder. When Crowder wanted a new contract from the Dolphins,
Yep.
he and his agent held up Brian Urlacher's contract and said, this is the money we want.
Ben,
and they were
Urlacher was the first inside backer to make $10 million a year, and we whited out his name and put my name on it and gave it back to the Dolphins. And they pushed back a little bit, Ben.
Just a little bit, huh?
Fast
They
forward
pushed back.
10, 15 years, he's doing AM radio.
It was about half. I think they offered me 30%. I said we want 40, and that's what the
But
negotiation
that's what's going to end
started.
up happening, right? If they're saying we want Geno Smith money, they're going to find somewhere in the middle.
Well, yeah, Crowder, you're smart. You never start with your final offer. You always shoot high and then come down. So that was a good job by you.
Appreciate it, Ben.
He said, we want Brian Urlacher money, and the Dolphins said, well, we want Brian Urlacher.
Can he get 6'5" and white? If we can, we got something going. Ben, can anything be done at these owner meetings, and what are the hot topics? Like, what are they talking about, the big ones in this meeting?
So I say this with a caveat that it always turns out that these owners meetings, when it seems like there's not much going on, like 3 weeks from now, Seth Wickersham will have some report about owners, strangling each other or they have some sinister plot to take over the world. So like, there's always secret stuff behind the scenes that they talk about. But that said, it is a pretty boilerplate meeting. It was supposed to be 2 days. They shortened it to one. A lot of the owners are in and out. They awarded Nashville the 2030 Super Bowl, so the 2029 season. That's big. Nashville's not the biggest town, so that's a huge event for the city of Nashville. They're getting their new stadium. They'll have a couple years to work out the kinks, and they'll get the Super Bowl. They gave the 2028 NFL draft to Minneapolis. I'm sure they'll do a great job up there. They're going to announce that they're going to expand to more international games next year. I think they're doing 9 this year. They'll probably do 10 or 11 next year as their march for world domination continues. And then the other thing they're doing is like this networking event. It's kind of interesting. It's called the Accelerator Program. It was designed a few years ago kind of to give the Rooney Rule a boost because the Rooney Rule hadn't been working. So they created this networking program where they could bring minority and female candidates and just literally put them in front of the owners at lunches and networking meetings and stuff. Well, now obviously the Trump administration has gotten involved and they're sniffing around the NFL's diversity practices. So the NFL is holding their networking accelerator program here, but they've invited a lot of white guys too to kind of make it a more diverse pool and make it seem like it's not just about helping out minorities. So our old friend Darren Rizzi, the special teams coach, he's here. Your guy's old friend Mike McDaniel is among the coaches here. Texans offensive coordinator Nick Caley is here, but there's also several minority candidates getting involved as well. I think there's 34 people here doing some networking and meeting with the owners.
Ben, whatever happened to playing games on Sundays and Mondays and Thursdays? Feels like we're jumping the shark a bit here. You mentioned they're expanding or wanting to expand the international games to 10 or 11, which means we're probably going to have more days of the week that we played on. I long for the days of just Thursdays, Sundays, and Mondays.
Even that is like the Thursday thing that shows how new of a fan you are. I mean, a lot of people would say they just miss the Sunday at 1:00 when every team would play. Yeah, you know what? I don't know. I love football, and to me, I'm bored when there's not football on TV, specifically NFL football. I can't do Tuesday night college football or whatever. So like, I'm of the opinion the more football on, the better. I think the issue is when fans have to start paying a lot of money to see games, and moving these games onto streaming is certainly, a big cash grab by the NFL and their streaming partners. And the senator from Wisconsin has an interesting point that, like, the NFL will say, yes, this game is on exclusively on Netflix, but in Chicago and Green Bay, it's on network TV, so the fans can watch it for free. And that is true. But like in Wisconsin, there are a lot of Packer fans who don't live in the Milwaukee, Green Bay market, and they don't get the game for free. And they do have to pay Netflix and Amazon Prime to watch their team play. And that, I think, is really unfortunate and not fair to the fans, and a really dangerous slope for the NFL to start going down. So I do wonder if they need to rein it in, but I don't know, like, ratings are great, and your team, like the Dolphins, are still only playing once a week. So there is a scarcity there. And if I get to watch more premium games on different nights of the week as a fan, like, I think it's great because I think it's good TV, and I get bored when there's not football on TV.
Yeah, I love it. By the way, that's Josh Appel with us today. I don't know if we ever told you that Solana's not here and you'd be hearing from Josh Appel, but if you did, that was Josh, and if we didn't, that was Josh. I could have NFL football 7 days a week. You would not get a complaint out of me.
We talk about Maction, Tuesday night Maction.
I'm telling you, give me football. Yeah, I'm with you. If I didn't have to watch Maction and I could watch an actual NFL game, like, I'd be thrilled. What do I care? I don't care if it's a dumbed down, watered down product either. I'm good with it.
Yes.
Ben, the Patriots, they're, coming off a Super Bowl season. No,
I know what you're about to say.
I want to say it in a very casual fashion because we had this conversation yesterday and a little bit today. I wouldn't be super surprised if the Patriots were just a mediocre, middling team that last season was an aberration. It was a perfect storm of things having gone right. What do you think about that?
So I agree with your point that it was just a lot of things fell into place for them last year. I believe if they had to play Buffalo in that AFC Championship game, the Patriots would not have been playing in the Super Bowl. But they didn't. Bo Nix broke his ankle. It is what it is. I actually think the Patriots will be a better team this year. I like their offseason moves. They got really physical. They got a really good fullback. They stole him from the Bills. They got Julian Hill, the blocking tight end. They got Elijah Vera Tucker, who, when healthy, is a very good offensive lineman. Defensively, they got this guy, Draymond Jones, who's a former defensive tackle who now is a big defensive end. So they just got more physical. The offense is going to be built and more tailored to what Josh McDaniels wants to do. They're going to have a better run game. I think the team will be better, but I agree with you. Well, I don't think they'll be middling, but I think the record will be worse. I still think they'll be a playoff contender, but the schedule is just very difficult this year. They have all these primetime games now. They have 4 night, primetime games on the road. They have to go to Kansas City, to Minneapolis. They play at Germany, at LA, at Seattle in the kickoff game. Last year they had no travel. All their games were 1:00 on Sunday. This year it's just a wacky schedule. It's going to be hard to get into a rhythm, tough opponents, a first place schedule too. So it is just going to be a tougher road for them this year. So I still think they're going to be in the 10 to 12 win range, but Buffalo is going to be a very tough competition for the division, and just the Patriots schedule is much, much tougher this year.
And Ben, I'm a X and O Jimmy and Joe guy. I think they have a great coaching staff. Like you said, I think they improved their roster. But the elephant in the room is Mike Vrabel's extracurricular activity. Does that affect their season at all? Because we're hearing stuff out there, but as a player, Ben, I wouldn't give a damn about all that stuff. But what are you hearing about, what will affect the Patriots season, the actual football season of the Patriots with everything's been going on with Vrabel?
Yeah, I think if this is all it is, if the story doesn't take any weird turns from this point, I think he'll be able to move on, and I don't expect it to affect him that much. I think a lot of players agree with what you said, that they probably don't give a damn. I mean, there's a lot of people in the NFL cheating on their spouses. It is what it is. And not to say we don't know that that's what Vrabel did. It's just that's the appearance of all this. There's 70 guys in the locker room, so there might be some people who are upset about it, but I think Vrabel's been transparent with his players. He's already addressed it with them. I think he apologized for being a distraction. That's one of his rules, is don't be the distraction, and now he's violating it. So I think he's been at least upfront with his players and handled it well with them. And, he's back on the field coaching them, and you don't really see it. Now, he is a guy his whole brand is like he's this big, confident, kind of cocky guy. You do wonder if this, will have humbled him a little bit, and if he's not that same outgoing personality. But I think by the time the season rolls around, the story will probably have mostly faded away, assuming this is all it is. And I don't expect it to affect his ability to coach the football team.
Ben Volen from the Boston Globe. He's in Orlando, NFL owners meetings. Are you going to go to the theme parks?
I wish. We're like a stone's throw from Disney, so I'd love to. I mean, like, driving around here makes me be like, man, I want to take my kids to Disney. I have not done that yet. But we're staying at this Conrad hotel that has a lagoon. It's like a mile around, but it's like a pool. It's like pool water and pool chlorine, but it's like shaped like a lagoon. And there's like beaches, and you can swim and paddleboard and kayak. And like, I'm supposed to be here working this meeting, and all I want to do is dive headfirst into this lagoon. It just looks so refreshing and awesome. So.
They got a swing rope on the other side. I stay at the Conrad sometimes. The little park over there, Ben, is awesome.
I mean, now you're making it even harder for me to do work today, James. I brought my bathing suit, and I have it in my bag just in case. I mean, all I want to do is dive headfirst into this thing.
Now, listen, be careful there. We know these Bostonians, they're at the pool in their bathing suit. Next thing you know, pictures are everywhere. And so just head on a swivel, Ben.
Hey, we're just locking fingers like friends do, right? Like,
Head on a swivel. Can we agree though that Epcot is the worst park in Orlando?
Probably, yeah. I mean, I haven't looked in 30 years ago as a teenager. It was or as a kid, it was definitely the most boring. I remember being so hyped to go on that ride that goes in the big ball, and it's just not a roller coaster, and it's just so disappointing.
Yeah, it's like hey, you're on an elevator in the mall.
Yeah, a go-kart. You're just riding the go-kart.
There's no ride whatsoever. Terrible park. Solana's up there though, so if you run into Solana in Orlando, take a picture with you guys interlocking hands.
Ignore him.
Yes.
All right, we'll see you, Ben.
Thanks, guys.
Ben Volen from the Boston Globe. You could read his work on the Boston Globe app, bostonglobe.com. You can follow Ben Volen on social media as well. And it's fun to have the NFL doing stuff so we can talk about it. All right, don't go anywhere. More Hochman, Crowder, and Solana. Josh Appel filling in for Solana. More to come.
If you are in the market for a vehicle, let me tell you, got to go holler at my friends at Ed Morris. They're celebrating their 80th year in business. They are the best. That's how they last 80 years. That's why my buddy Chris Atkins, the GM at Ed Morris, and my man Dennis, Ted Morris, you see him on the commercials all the time. They're amazing people, and they have an amazing team. And at Ed Morris Sawgrass Cadillac, they are commemorating the 80th year anniversary by giving their customers special savings on Cadillac luxury. They're celebrating by helping us out. Like, you got to check out all these beautiful all-electric Cadillacs. They figured out the electric side now. The all-electric 2026 Cadillac Optic, they are giving you that for just $349 a month, and the 2025 Cadillac Lyrics for just $369 a month. Ed Morris has been in service for 80 years, so they know how to take care of their customer. I'm telling you, my entire driveway is backed by Morris. My family has Ed Morris. I'm telling you, if you want a vehicle, go to Ed Morris, and you'll see how you're supposed to be taken care of. And the 80th anniversary savings, go see my friends at Ed Morris Sawgrass Cadillac. They're the 6-time dealer of the year. They're off Sunrise Boulevard and the Sawgrass Expressway. Visit edmorrisawgrass.com. And remember, you got to be backed by Morris. I'm telling you, get on the Sawgrass, get off on Sunrise. When you see it, you're going to see the beautiful vehicles. When you go in there, you're going to have an amazing team from the sale, the trade-in, the lease, to the service. They text me, they email me when I need an oil change or when I need to bring the car in. I'm telling you, being backed by Morris is something different than you've ever had before. You got to be backed by Morris. Click edmorrisawgrasscadillac.com.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show. We back at it with the steady, Hochman, Crowder, and Solana. 305, cafecito time, dame una colada. Got some interviews next, always got dope guests. Get the cesspool live, dropping comments and likes. We about to get right, talking sports, my G. Listen to Odyssey and 104.3. Live and back on GeorgiaMusic.com. Hitting it at the park like a mad murder's bomb off power. Get ready for the 3 o'clock hour. Get ready for the 3 o'clock hour. Get ready for the 3 o'clock hour. Get ready for that 3 o'clock.
All right, we're ready.
Ready for that 3 o'clock.
Bournemouth and Man City scoreless in the 31st minute. I ended up betting anytime goal for Evan Nilsson. I figured Tyler Adams, too much of a long shot as a defenseman, but Evan Nilsson had a wide open look while we were talking with Ben Volen. I almost jumped out of my chair, and he launched it over the goal. It was like in the 7th minute of the match, but anyway.
You're a great
scoreless. Bournemouth and Man City, 32nd minute. And then Marlins baseball, Josh mentioned it. Josh Bell in for Solana in the next couple of days. Josh mentioned it. If you want to hear the Marlins this afternoon, they have a 4:10 first pitch, and that game will be on AM 560. We'll continue on till 6 p.m. here on the FM 104.3. Marlins, Steven Strom, Jack McMullen, they will have the call on AM 560 this afternoon if you want to listen to that. A couple of notes before we get headlines. Clay Ferrero is going to join us this hour. Machine Gun Kelly, we are giving away tickets to see his Lost Americana show with Wiz Khalifa May 27th at I Think Financial Amphitheater, which is in West Palm Beach. If you want to win, just go to WQAM.com, click on contests, and you can register to win right there. It's a Live Nation show. Black Crows, they're coming to Hard Rock Live May 30th, along with Whiskey Myers and Southall. And if you want to win tickets, we're giving away a pair every day this week on the air. You need to be listening today at 4:20. 4:20 this afternoon, Jimmy will fire off a Black Crows song, and that will be everyone's cue to stop what they're doing and give you a chance to call in and win tickets for that. Can't decide if I'm going to flip over to the Marlins game at 4 o'clock or if I'm going to ride this Bournemouth match all the way through till the finish.
I'm going Marlins. I don't know anything about soccer.
I know Evan Nilsson and Tyler Adams. Those are my two Bournemouth guys.
Have you seen Balls Up?
What is that?
It's a movie on Netflix with Mark Wahlberg about soccer.
No.
It's funny.
What happens? Like Mark Wahlberg and Kevin Hart, and they just make movies every other day for Netflix.
It's 305. Dale. God bless.
Dale.
Thank you, Jimmy.
You're welcome. Go Cherries.
305, Up the Cherries. Sponsored by Miami Lakes Chevrolet, where you walk in as a customer and drive out as family. Yeah, I can't bring myself to watch any of those Netflix movies that are obviously just made for Netflix by the same rotating actors every other week.
And it is exactly that. It's kind of a Harold and Kumar go to White Castle movie where like everything that can go wrong goes wrong. But it is pretty funny. I don't know the other actor's name, but he's hilarious.
When do you watch that?
2 a.m. with a grilled cheese sandwich and 3 popsicles in my bed.
Man, you go through 55 popsicles in a week.
Oh, my God. I love a popsicle. Johnny Pops? Y'all don't know Johnny Pops?
I don't like popsicles.
You don't like popsicles?
Nah. But you chew ice. You chew ice. Like, to me, like a popsicle, I'm not going to sit there and lick it all night. And I don't want to bite into a big ice block.
But you bite into it, you chew it up, it's delicious, and then you bite the next bite. It's I love popsicles. Me and my sons probably go through 100 popsicles a week.
Popsicles, yeah, I don't like that. I like give me a Slurpee if I'm in the mood for like frozen flavored something. But a popsicle always, I feel like a terrible snack.
Oh, great snack.
You like popsicles, Josh?
I'm a popsicle guy on occasion. I couldn't tell you the last time I had a legitimate like popsicle on a stick that I brought home in the freezer. But as a kid, I liked them.
Right.
Oh,
But I mean, everybody likes them as a kid because
Yeah.
that's like the end of the party or whatever. Everybody gets a popsicle.
I sit in my bed, I eat my meal, and then I eat 5 popsicles
That's so odd, man.
and lemon heads. I ate lemon. I ate a whole box of lemon heads last night.
Lemon heads.
Yep.
It's an old candy. Popsicles and lemon heads are old treats. Like those are treats from Little House on the Prairie Day.
But Hawk, that's the lead in football. That's the pick and roll in basketball. Like you can't recreate greatness. Like just do it right and get it right. Popsicles and lemon heads got it right.
Do you guys want to guess what the Rotten Tomatoes score is for Balls Up?
I mean, it has to be 18%, right?
11.
It's surprisingly higher than that. It is 23%.
Yeah. I mean, those are like cookie cutter movies, right? They churn them out every couple of months. There's like a new Mark Wahlberg movie, a new Kevin Hart movie.
There's a part in it when a crocodile eats cocaine and dies of a heart attack, and then they eat the crocodile.
You love bears and crocodiles and animals ingesting drugs. That happens to be a category.
Cocaine Bear was a
you
good
love.
movie.
Cocaine Bear.
Come on.
Hawk.
A good movie.
Thank you, Josh.
Mara and I saw it on our honeymoon.
Honeymoon. They got going, and after Cocaine Bear, you honeymooned.
That is
They got it going.
not a honeymoon movie. That I don't know what
It was
happened.
raining. We needed something to do.
Well, listen, there's other
Well,
things on your honeymoon
I can tell
when
you
it's
what
raining.
you should have been doing.
Yeah, not
The day is
Cocaine
long.
Bear.
I don't know about you guys, but like a long day.
All right, let's do headlines here with Josh Appel, brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com.
We continue to monitor the Jacoby Brissett holdout from Orlando. Solana and Ben Volen are on site
We've got team coverage.
reporting from the owners' meetings. We'll have to find an Odyssey affiliate in Arizona to keep us updated on whether or not Jacoby Brissett will end his holdout anytime soon. But some more NFL news. Chiefs wide receiver Rashee Rice violated his probation after testing positive for marijuana. He now has to serve jail time, and he's going to miss Chiefs OTAs.
I saw that. He's going to jail. Dummy. Someone just scored? Who was it? Is that Tyler Adams? Who scored for them?
I don't think it's Tyler Adams.
No.
Yeah, I don't think it's him. I think it was 22.
But the Cherries.
Up the cherries.
Up the
Let's go.
cherries.
1-0. This would be a huge upset. I also bet Bournemouth to win, plus 325.
I was going to ask if you did anything else.
Yeah, I had a bonus bet of $20 in my account. So I put that on Bournemouth to win, and then I had the $20 no sweat bet for anytime goal scorer, so I took Evan Nilsson.
This place is rocking right now. Vitality Stadium.
How about that?
I take the player side on a lot of stuff, but the Rashee Rice thing, like, bro, you
Free him.
An idiot.
it's goofy. Like,
Just
you
dumb.
already made a mistake. Like, stop smoking. It is what it is. You have to do that.
We all knew it was going to age poorly when it first happened, but the free Rashee Rice shirts that the entire team wore during warm-ups, I mean, what are we doing?
Like, I know having your friends' backs, and there's, I got your back no matter what happens or whatever. But remember weren't people wearing Aaron Hernandez? Wasn't one of your friends,
Yes,
was it Mike Pouncey or Marquise?
Pouncey, my Pouncey brothers. They
Both
both
of
were
them?
wearing them.
Yeah.
It's
Sometimes you got to support your friends quietly without a T-shirt.
yeah. Put some money on the books. Just let them get some oodles and noodles. Like,
Hey,
you ought to
right.
wear a T-shirt.
Hey, pal, I got an extra $15, and I was thinking I could either make a shirt in support of you, or I could put the money on your books, and you get a couple of honey buns, and we call it a day.
Popsicle.
Popsicle.
I actually had one opportunity to go to the commissary throughout my jail time, and I had no money on the books. And I saw the fact that I can't buy anything in here, even though I have money. And so money on the books is a nice thing.
Can to get money on the books in jail, does someone have to put it on for you?
Yes.
You can't tap into any of your own account.
No, but you have an account. It has to be the commissary.
Right, but I'm saying like you can't tap into your own bank account and put money on your own books.
They take your keys, your wallet. I think when I got arrested, I had $150 on me, whatever. But they don't like go into your bag, take the cash out to put it on the books. Somebody has to come to the jail and put money on your books so that you can buy stuff.
Well, I don't think you have to go to the jail anymore. This is 2026. I think you could do it online.
Well, when Charlie Strong got to the jail, he wasn't happy with me.
Yeah, I would imagine not.
Yeah. He cussed me out for about 15 minutes.
The Spurs, Crowder tried to cuss Hawk out in the first segment and poke some holes in the double overtime win for Wemby and San Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
They took game one in double OT. Wemby had 40 and 20. Youngest player ever to do that in a playoff game.
It was wild, man. And like you said earlier, that three he hit was just insane.
Ridiculous. Who takes that shot besides him and like Steph Curry? And
Right?
who else?
And Caitlin Clark.
Right.
Those are the three people.
Those are the three.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Do you think Spurs fans were like, no, when he let that go? It's Wemby.
It's Wemby. I mean, he hits those. Like, that wasn't an aberration. He hits those.
Right.
Yeah.
Crazy.
You have to ride with your guy.
But if he misses that, is he getting torched today?
No.
No, not at all.
No,
he kept him in the game. No, he kept him in the game to get back in the fourth, to keep him up in the fourth, to keep working. Like, yeah, no. Without Wemby, that game's won by OKC easily.
Want to guess what the line is for tonight's game? Knicks hosting the Cavs. I think I told you yesterday.
4.5.
Pal?
I'll go Knicks minus 5.5.
6.5. Knicks minus 6.5.
Game 2, Thunder Spurs, is tomorrow night.
Would you like to guess the line on game 2, Crowder?
OKC, you know what? Still 6.5 point favorites.
You are correct. It is still 6.5.
Yes.
OKC minus 6.5.
Yeah. Yes. Nice job, Popsicle.
Nailed it. Canadians beat the Sabres last night. Rest in peace to the Saberhood this season. Game 7. The Eastern Conference Final is now set. It's the Hurricanes, it's the Canadians, the Western Conference, the Avalanche, and the Vegas Golden Knights. We're down to the conference finals in the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Will that make a good Stanley Cup Finals?
I think the Avs look unbeatable right now. I'm not really sure anyone is going to be able to give them a good test. I think stylistically, Carolina's probably got the best chance, but I don't think anybody wants to see Carolina get past this round. But hey, it's sports. That's why they play the games.
We love sports.
How's that? That's why we play them.
That's why they play the game. Truer words have never been spoken.
Thank you. Marlins, game 2 against the Braves today at 4:10. They're coming off a 12-0 victory last night. Max Meyer, 6 shutout innings. Javier Sanoja, a grand slam. And then Crowder's boy, Xavier Edwards, went back-to-back in that 12-0 win. Whoa, whack. Whoa, whack.
Yeah.
Had 4 RBIs in the win. You can hear game 2 at 4:10 on AM 560 WQAM.
Braxton Garrett pitching for the Marlins today. Would you like to guess the over-under on strikeouts, Appel?
4.5.
4.5. Nailed
4.5.
it. Yeah, Appel knows his baseball.
I'm not an expert on zone contact rate, so how much baseball can I really know?
Who is? Except Solana.
Your weather, approaching 90 degrees this afternoon, mostly cloudy. That weather report brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting. Storm season is coming. Make sure your home is ready. Get your free roof and window estimate today. Visit tornadoroofing.com.
Clay Ferrero is going to join us in a couple of minutes. We will talk with him. There's a couple things going on. One of them, I want to remind you, and I told you yesterday, cigar lovers, we have a chance for you to win sold-out VIP tickets to Drew Estate's Florida Barn Smoker this November. And if you remember, we do Whiskey Stars and Cigars every year, and we gave away one of these last year, and we were told and then looked into it. This is such a huge event. It's an incredible prize. They have curated food and beverage experiences. They have food trucks, drinks, and more. So if you want to be eligible to win, you can enter right now at WQAM.com. Just click on contests. Got to be 21 or over to attend and enter, and valid ID is required at event registration. So if you want to win the VIP tickets to Drew Estate's Florida Barn Smoker in November, go to WQAM.com and click on contests, and you can do it all right there. Clay Ferrero from Local 10, he's going to join us in the next segment. Later on this afternoon, we'll play a little Talk About It Tuesday. See what Appel has up his sleeve for Talk About It Tuesday segments or questions. In Miami, we don't drink coffee, we drink cafecito. It's halftime, by the way, in Bournemouth and Man City. It is 1-0 Bournemouth at the half. In Miami, we don't drink coffee, we drink cafecito. Our pastries, we call them pastelitos. And when you want a low price, we know you always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Volkswagen. Take advantage of a Pricito now on all your favorite new Volkswagen models like a Tiguan, Jetta, Taos, Atlas, and more. Don't wait. Hurry to Doral Volkswagen today. Don't miss your chance to save on a new Volkswagen with easy financing, fast service, and the best value for your money, because you always pay less with your Pricito at Doral Volkswagen. You can visit them now at Doral Volkswagen or start shopping for your Pricito online at DoralVolkswagen.com.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Are you wearing khakis right now, Joe?
All right, Clay Ferrero is on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. Talk a little sports with the sports anchor and reporter at Local 10 here in Miami. Are you a believer, Clay, that San Antonio can win the Western Conference going through OKC?
We talked about this, what was it, last week? And I said, yeah, I was picking them. And you guys were both like, whoa, it sounds like you think they're actually, like, they should be the favorites. And yeah, I mean, look, it's small sample size theater as far as the playoffs go, but it's not when it comes to the regular season. They won 4 out of 5 games. I heard somebody explain it this way, and it makes a lot of sense, that the geometry changes for SGA when Victor Wembanyama is in the game. And San Antonio has a way to defend SGA and the Thunder unlike anybody else, because you've got Wembanyama there, but you've also got some really good athletes in front of him. And those players don't have to reach and try to do things when they get out of position against SGA and send her to the foul line, because they know they've got this gigantic eraser behind them. So I think the more you look at it, it's not a coincidence that San Antonio beat them 4 out of 5 times in the regular season. It's one of those matchup things where not only is San Antonio really good, but the matchup really seems to favor them.
And Clay, we're watching the finals right now, aren't we? Like, I'm with you. Dylan Harper, Vassell, Castle, all the guards. Like, we're watching this, but Caruso went crazy last night. SGA's there. We're watching the finals. The East doesn't have a chance, do they?
Correct. No, not unless there's a significant injury. And, you even say that, and, I would hate to see Wemby get hurt. And yet, even when he got suspended, San Antonio goes out there and shows that they can play, or not suspended, but kicked out of the game. I mean, they, even when they lose, they look like they're able to play for short stretches without him. You don't want to play more than a game or so if something happens. But yeah, barring a season-ending injury to Wembanyama or SGA, yeah, it's hard to see either of these teams losing to anybody in the East.
Oh, Appel's muted. Jimmy, did you mute Appel?
No, I did before the last segment ended. That's on me. I apologize. Hello, Clay.
And you'd think somebody who was a guest in your own home, Clay, would be more considerate to all the others around.
Well, I thought this was another time where I screwed up and my cell phone dropped or something. So I'm just happy that it's somebody other than me this time.
Nope. Hand up. This one's on me.
We may have to take your question away. We may just have to get back into the rotation without you asking anything.
Well, I'm going to ask it anyways.
Right.
You mentioned, a potential occurrence like Wemby with a season-ending injury, and I'm not trying to make project what Wemby's going to be, but do you think that, what do you think his longevity is going to be in this league? Or is this going to be like a nice 5-6 year sprint where we've got to appreciate it now? Or do you think his body type, how he plays, is going to lend itself to a shorter career than maybe it would have been?
I think that's one of the things that is unknown. I also think that what we've learned about Wembanyama not just since he's entered the NBA, but even going back before that, and you hear these stories about the maniacal work ethic and just wanting to be the best of all time. I don't know if you guys remember when they played Golden State. It was a preseason game, and he blocked Klay Thompson's three-pointer. He runs down, and instead of dunking it immediately, he waits for either Steph or Klay to fly by just so he could dunk it right in their face. And then after the game, they're looking for him to interview him, to do typical media, and nobody can find him because the PR staff hadn't told him, hey, you got to do an interview right after the game. He was down in the weight room. He was already working out. Nobody could find him. And finally somebody went down to the weight room and found him because he was doing his post-game workout routine. He's just, I hate doing this, but I don't know that you've seen many competitors outside of Kobe and Michael that have that level of killer instinct and desire to just do everything possible. So, Appel, to answer your question, if there is any way for him to, train his body to avoid those sorts of injuries, he is going to do everything possible. The story on ESPN about him training with the Buddhist monks or something and wanting to do a backflip, that was his big goal last offseason, was he wanted to be able to do a backflip. So I just think anything that it takes, he's going to do. So, it's impossible to answer, but if I'm betting on anybody, any 7'5" human to have longevity, I'm betting on him.
And Clay, we kind of poo-pooed the East, but the Eastern Conference Finals, like there is some star power here. I love Spider, James Harden, old James Harden, but Mobley and Jared Allen, I love the bigs. And now they're going, the Knicks, where Cat and that damn Jalen Brunson's amazing. How do you see the East playing out, this Eastern Conference Finals?
Yeah, again, you couch everything with the injury, but if everybody's relatively healthy, I'm going with the Knicks. I just think they're better. I think they're built to win in the playoffs more so I think than Cleveland is. And look, that's with acknowledging that you've got Mobley and Jared Allen inside that can play at a very high level. But I just think they've got the combination of like the lengthy defenders, the guys who are battle tested and have been there, and then Brunson, who's just that, he's the guy you want the ball in his hands down the stretch. So I'm leaning Knicks. I think it'd be a good story, even though from a Heat fan's perspective, you really don't want to see that. But, getting back to what you asked a couple of questions ago, I don't think it really matters. I think whoever comes out of the West is going to win that thing in 5.
I'm glad Solana's not here, because the truth of the matter is you don't want to watch the Cavs in the NBA Finals. You just don't. I mean, the marquee matchup is going to be one of these teams out of the West having to go to Madison Square Garden a few times and playing the Knicks. Like that's and I think hockey fans like the Canadiens advance to the Eastern Conference Finals. Like you want to see them advance over Carolina, right? Like it's okay to root for the storyline, no?
I think so, and I think that especially when you kind of have an idea of what the end is going to be, like it's okay. Our producer David Lang is a Heat fan, but then he's like, I just think the Knicks would be such a great story, and we give him a hard time about it. Like, who cares? You can't root for the Knicks. You can't be a Heat fan and root for the Knicks, and yet also understanding that the great storyline is going to be the world's most famous arena and Victor Wembanyama being the coronation of Wemby at MSG. That's the story. That is the one that I think, the Hollywood writers would sign up for right now, and Adam Silver would sign up for right now. That is the story, and I think the one everybody is pulling for.
The other Hollywood writer story would, of course, be the Dolphins going 17-0. Now, I don't think anyone's going to write that story. Seems a little too fictionalized, but they have
on Cartoon Network or comedy.
We had the schedule release last week, and we haven't spoken to you since then. It's an unbelievably difficult schedule, but wins and losses, and I know this is easy to say in May, and it's not so easy, if you're 0-3 and 0-4, or if you start the way the Dolphins started last season against Indianapolis. But this season, this upcoming Dolphin season, is not about wins and losses, right? This is about the new regime putting their stamp on what Dolphins football will be, correct?
Yeah, 100%. And look, I would look back to last year, and I'm always going to be a Saints fan, having been born in Louisiana, and looking at what the Saints did down the stretch and finding themselves a franchise quarterback that they believe can really be that dude, and building a culture and winning whatever it was. I think they won 4 out of the last 5 or 5 out of the last 7, whatever it was. If you spend the whole season building a culture, and then maybe you've got something with Malik Willis, or you've got something with everybody else on the roster, and you have a high enough draft pick to get yourself that franchise quarterback early in what appears to be a quarterback-rich draft, that's what matters. And what I want to see is by the end of the season, I want to see growth. Go back to Brian Flores' first season, and I know things went sideways after that, but man, I know that there was a feeling that you wanted to tank, and yet by the end of that season, that team was playing way above its head from a talent perspective, because they had built something, and that's what I think you want to see with the Dolphins, only with maybe a little bit more alignment from the top to bottom as far as what the expectations are, as far as building that as opposed to having a high draft pick. But yeah, you can feel really good about you could go 4-13, but if you win 3 out of your last 5 or 6 games, and you feel like even in the other losses you look competitive, you can feel really good going into the draft that you've got guys who can draft and build a culture and just plug in the quarterback, and you'll feel good about it.
Well, Clay, that's what I was telling these guys when they would ask me a similar question. Is it's not going to be, oh, are they going to compete for a playoff spot? Oh, are they going to win a playoff game? That's obviously unrealistic for this group unless you're Hawk, and they're going to go 17-0.
I see a pathway.
You just want it to not you just want it to not look like, for example, Aaron Glenn and the Jets last year, where it was just an unmitigated disaster, really from start to finish. I mean, they were competitive against the Steelers in week 1, and then after that, just an embarrassment the rest of the way. To your point, you just want to see growth from the guys they picked last year. You want to see if Willis is the guy this year, and if not, all right, then you start scouting, who's coming out in this draft. The one for me, though. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I didn't know if that was the question or if it was. Go ahead.
No, my question to you is, they obviously had a ton of picks in this past draft. Is there a guy? Caden Proctor might be the easy answer here, but who is the guy from this draft that you're most excited to watch? For me, like Jacob Rodriguez is really intriguing. The linebacker they got out of Texas Tech, a turnover machine. But who are the guys that like you're really zeroing in on and want to see something from?
Chris Bell, and I don't know exactly when he'll be on the field, but again, going back to my thing with the Saints and Tyler Shuck, it was so fun going back and watching film of Shuck at Louisville, and man, he and Chris Bell just had this connection. And I know, Bell's hurt, and his testing numbers even before that weren't overly great. But I just think there's something about him that you really like, and that's the guy that I can't wait to see. But I also think that you want to see that all these guys are that the vision for them is coming true, and that not that every single one is going to contribute, but that you end up building you build a floor, a foundation here, and then maybe next year, like let's say your later round picks contribute a lot this year, but they don't look like they're Pro Bowlers. But then next year you maybe draft over them a little bit, but you draft guys that have the same level of team first mindset. That's what I'm looking for this year. Those are the things to me that would be a success.
And Clay, through the OTAs, what have you learned through the years watching them? Because we've joked about it where like I saw a Kendall Langford, big cat, and I was like, he's huge and he has good hands. He can play. Vontae Davis, God rest his soul. We knew Tay could play. We knew, Ted Ginn was real fast. We knew that Rashad Jones, he could fill a hole. But then there was the Jason Allens, there was the John Jerry's, Reagan Mawai. Like there were times when we saw guys, Clay, and we're like, why did you draft this dude? What did we really learn when they can't hit anybody?
Yeah, well, and I think that's where if those players end up going out there and they have to play because you just need warm bodies out there and you don't have anybody else that's good enough, but at the very least they buy into the team culture and all the other jargon and all that stuff. Okay, then fine. You get through the season with a player like that in a season where you're not really looking at the wins and losses. I'll also say I'm curious to see if we get to the season and they have a lot of undrafted rookie free agents, and there is probably no team that has more opportunity for those undrafted free agents than the Dolphins. So, those are also the guys that can step up, and I would love to see some of those guys step up and take jobs, because it would also mean that, Hafley and John Eric Sullivan aren't afraid to say, you know what, we may have missed on this draft pick, but we signed this guy who's even better, and we're not going to be stubborn and say that we're not going to say that our eyes are lying to us just because we drafted a guy. Everybody's on a level playing field once training camp kicks off.
Hey, are you guys doing a lot of World Cup coverage on Local 10?
Yes, but from a different perspective. I think we're going to end up doing the hooplas or
right. I mean, obviously us too. We're not airing any of the games or whatever. I'm just wondering if you're sensing an excitement yet, or if it feels like it's falling short of where it should be at this point with the World Cup around the corner. Like I'm wondering what you're sensing.
So from everything that I've seen and heard, I think the excitement level here is far higher than it is a lot of other places. I was hearing about like Kansas City is really struggling. So I don't think that it's been as big of a success nationwide as they were expecting it, but that Miami is on the higher end of the excitement level. So, like when you look at ticket prices and flights to and from and all that stuff. And it feels like, people that are coming in from out of the country are identifying Miami and then maybe like New York as the places they want to go, which for obvious reasons. So, that's just what the stuff that you read as far as like the economic impact and stuff like that.
Clay, I'm really surprised to hear that about Kansas City because from what I understood, Kansas City is an incredible soccer market.
MLS. It's a great MLS city, no?
And their NWSL, Kansas City Current, they won the Shield in their league last year. They've got great support. Home's a part of the ownership group. I remember previous World Cups, they had massive watch parties there. I'm surprised to hear that a place like Kansas City is struggling.
Yeah, it's. I'm trying to find the. AI says Kansas City's World Cup preparations facing significant hurdles, primarily driven by eye-watering ticket prices, poor hotel bookings, and frustrating logistical issues. So my understanding from just, and our bosses were talking about this, but just that I think they tried to build some infrastructure. They tried to do what was necessary to bring the World Cup there. And either it's kind of not coming together like they want, or people aren't buying the tickets and buying hotel rooms and stuff to match what they've built, or a combination of all of that. So, it just feels like the event, you may end up getting the local soccer fans coming out, but is there really that level of interest in teams from out of the country to where people in Kansas City are going to pay gigantic ticket price? And that's what seems to be the issue right now from what we're reading.
Clay, you mentioned local fans, and I want to ask you about what's happening down here with Inter Miami and their supporters section this past weekend. It feels a little bizarre to me. I know soccer culture, it's expected that the entire team goes over and thanks the fans after a match, no matter what. The fans, if you don't know, not you, Clay, but to those listening, if you don't know, the supporter section for Inter Miami basically staged a protest at the game this past weekend where they didn't do any chants, they didn't do any cheering. And then they sang a song near the end of the match that got Lionel Messi a little miffed. I think he misunderstood the message there. What do you make of that whole situation? I find that a little bizarre.
I understand soccer culture, and I know it's different, and I'm with you. What I would say is you bring in a player like Lionel Messi, who, hey, we can have the discussion. People who know soccer far better than I will argue he's either the best or second best player, third best player of all time, whatever it is. You bring in a player like that, he doesn't get to be that kind of player because when he loses matches, he's super excited to go over and clap to the fans. And that's not saying anything trying to be negative about the fans and their reaction, but great players become great because they hate losing. Man, I would love that the greatest player of all time comes to MLS, to your team, and then when he either loses or draws an MLS match, he's so ticked off that he doesn't want to go and celebrate because he doesn't think there's anything to celebrate. I guess that's where I come with this thing is like, all right, even if it is soccer culture, I mean, he's probably a proud guy that doesn't want to go over and act like that's okay. I would want the best player in the world to be so angry that he didn't get a win at home, that he's not thinking about celebrating. He wants to go stew over it and then figure out how to fix it. And I know that may not be answering the question, but that's kind of, I'm with you. I don't get it. I don't think it's a big deal at all.
I do want to point out, because I pointed this out yesterday, I think this may have backfired on the supporters groups, because I think what we found was for Inter Miami to win at new stadium, they need quiet. And so the supporters groups were all quiet and they finally won. And so I think this may end up shooting them in the foot.
And they need Messi to wave at them.
Get over yourselves.
They need Messi to wave at them to make them happy. That is goofy. That's goofball
in fairness,
stuff.
I required that of Craig Mish. Remember when I was at Lone Depot Park and he kind of sloughed me off because he's doing something for the nameless, faceless channel that they're on. But I mean, I wanted a wave from Craig Mish, and then I came and complained about it on the air. And then he said, no, I misunderstood what happened. But sometimes we require just a little acknowledgement.
Well, this is the ridiculousness to me, Channing. Would you say, what would happen if you guys lost a game to a rival? Let's say you lost at home to the Jets or the Patriots. Mm-hmm. Do you think Zach Thomas would be super excited to go over and like wave at fans and be like, yay?
Big Papa Pump is demanding.
Yeah, Zach, go dance around, give out pins, pass out Gatorade bottles. Like what? This is goofy, Clay. I don't understand this culture of soccer, but this whole thing is goofy to me. You're upset when you lose a game.
Yeah. Yeah, that's where I'm at with it. And again, maybe I don't respect the beautiful game like I should, but that's I'm with you guys.
I mean, would it be that hard for Messi to wave? Hey, I saw you guys out there. Appreciate the drum.
Would it be so hard for the fans not to want to
Somebody had to
wave?
bring their drum all the way on tri-rail. That's not easy. You ever try to bring a drum on tri-rail? It's not easy.
Tri-rail.
no, Hawk, I have not tried to bring a drum on tri-rail.
Well, why don't you try that and then revisit your take?
Okay. Why don't you explain to us what it was like? Because clearly you must have done this before.
My percussion skills are not what they used to be. Hey, what do you think? I got to let you go because we're up against it. But what do you think? The Marlins' first pitch is 4:10, and the reason that they're 4:10 first pitch today, Barry Jackson had written it in the Herald, and a couple people have written about it the last couple of days. The Marlins are experimenting, see if they can draw businessmen or businesswomen, with a late afternoon weekday game.
I like that. You try anything you can. I like it. The definition of insanity, doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Try it and look. Now the flip side is you don't want to alienate fans that can't get there and have been loyal. But try it, see how it goes, see what the feedback's like. And,
it's a Tuesday. It's a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Why not give it a shot? I would love for them to try a game at 9 a.m. See what happens.
Oh, I actually like that idea.
Yeah, like breakfast at Wimbledon.
Why not?
9 a.m. Tuesday.
9 a.m. Tuesday. Yeah, why not?
When I was in minor league baseball, we used to do Silver Shark Thursdays and start at 10:40 a.m.
Really?
Great.
Did it draw
Yeah,
people?
great.
No,
Yeah, like 12.
I love
Hey,
it.
they showed up.
Hey, sometimes you got to think outside the box.
I love it. I love it. I'm down. Why not?
Why not? All right, Clay Ferrero, watch him on Local 10. Thanks, Clay.
All right, take care, fellas.
There you go, Clay Ferrero. Let's take a break. We'll come back. 4 o'clock hour is next on Hochman, Crowder, and Solana.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
My metabolic age is 15.
Yeah, well, your metabolic IQ is 15 as well.
Bless you. I'm distracting. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Four p.m. and we back on the clock, so don't get cutesy. Dog lead the station unlocked. We got the sports talk and the drama to make sure the T clock. WQAM is the Avengers with no weak spot. From Joe Rose, Woody Bo, Omar and Moore, Tobin and Leroy giving gooses galore. Yeah, for 2 to 6 is reserved for 3 legends. The captains of America, not no Chris Evans. From Spritz to Nick Ribs ain't calling out game scores. Hochman, Crowder, Solana, get ready for some more.
Here we go, 4 o'clock hour on Hochman, Crowder, and Solana. Solana's in Orlando next few days. Josh Appel is filling in for him, bringing you the headlines. He's going to have a little talk about it Tuesday today. We'll see how that goes. Watching the Bournemouth-Man City match right now. 74th minute, 1-0 Bournemouth at this moment. By the way, if you're a Marlins fan, not that I ever want you to tune away from our radio show, but if you are a Marlins fan, and you say, hey, it's 3 after 4 in the afternoon. The first pitch is 4:10. Where's my Steven Strom? Where's my Jack McMullen? You can get them on AM 560. You'll get Hochman, Crowder, and Solana here on FM 104.3. You will get Marlins baseball on AM 560 this afternoon. Let me start the 4 o'clock hour with the stock market report, though. It's sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE, 1-800-747-3733. Dow Jones down 322 points today. It's a little over 0.5%. S&P 500 down over a little over 0.5%, 49 points. And the NASDAQ down over 0.75%, 220 points. So have to get it back tomorrow, hopefully.
I don't like it.
Marlins, Josh, this important series, right? We were talking about this yesterday because you want to be able to bank some wins if you can, and if you could do it against Atlanta, I think mentally too that would be important. No?
Well, Hawk, every game's important.
Yep.
Inarguable.
Yep.
So true.
Would you concur, Jimmy?
I concur.
Yeah.
But to be some dog because Atlanta got something.
Yeah,
Absolutely. And Ronald
yesterday, that was big.
Ronald Acuna Jr. Got activated off of the IL yesterday. I don't know if he's in the lineup for them today, but he's a Marlin killer over the years. Marlins, despite all their struggles, they're only 4 games under 500, and they've had some frustrating games that haven't gone their way since they should have swept the Dodgers out in L.A. A few weeks ago. But you take 2 out of 3 from the Braves at home. I don't know if this is a 4-game series or not.
4-game series.
Okay, you take 3 out of 4 from the Braves at home. It's a great series. The lineup today is certainly interesting. Sanoja with a grand slam yesterday. He's not in the lineup today.
I was going to bet a Nerfy. No run first inning. What do you think?
Well, for Braxton Garrett, he really struggled in the first couple of innings in Minnesota. So hopefully he's coming out today wanting to bounce back from that. And I don't hate the Nerfy bet, but you've got so Acuna is in the lineup for them, by the way, today. So you got Acuna batting leadoff. That is the biggest worry, if for nothing else, as long as Braxton Garrett is throwing strikes. If Brax is throwing strikes, I think you're good on a Nerfy.
Anybody want to go in on a Nerfy with me? Crowder?
I'll do it.
I'll go Nerfy. I just re-up my account, my deposit.
It's practically you've got free money in there.
Practically, yeah. Well, not free
Nerfy
money. It's my
is
money.
no runs first inning. It's minus 130 right now. All right, I'm gonna put $40 on no runs first inning, but then I got to turn off this Bournemouth match.
No runs first inning.
Yeah, so bet go to first inning and then go to totals and just do under 1/2.
Okay.
All right, I'm in.
Inning props.
Inning props. Yeah, go to innings, first inning. Yeah, did you see that, Jimmy? You watching this Bournemouth game?
I am watching.
Yeah. Get a little dicey. By the way, we've got the Black Crows tickets 13 minutes from now. The Black Crows are coming to Hard Rock Live May 30th, and we've got a pair of tickets to give away every day this week. Today, the tickets will be given away at 4:20. So at 4:20, Jimmy's going to fire off a Black Crows song, and then we'll figure out what number, caller we're looking for, and someone is going to win tickets to see the Black Crows at Hard Rock Live. Let's do headlines here as the Marlins are getting underway in a few minutes, and we got the Bournemouth match in the 78th minute. We got a Eastern Conference Finals game on tap for tonight. I mean, we got some action here. Headlines are brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com.
All right. Again, no updates on the big Jacoby Brissett holdout. Again, as we mentioned in the last hour, we have reporters on location in Orlando at the owners' meeting. Solana and Ben Volen are both in Orlando. We are still tracking down our affiliates, our Odyssey affiliates in Arizona, to see if we can get an update on Jacoby Brissett. But when we do, we will certainly relay that to you. As Hawk mentioned, Game
how
one,
do you think, by the way, before you get the headlines, how do you think, Crowder, the first season, the reunification of Aaron Rodgers and Mike McCarthy is going to go in Pittsburgh?
I think it's going to go terrible. I think he had a young Rodgers, and now Aaron is old and curmudgeonous and ayahuasca Aaron, and I think it's not going to go well at all. I
And
think
he wants, Mike McCarthy
one of
wants
the
to
first
put his
time
stamp.
that the Steelers aren't going 500.
Mike McCarthy wants to put his stamp on this Steelers organization. There's only been how many head coaches in their history? Three. Chuck Noll, Bill Cowher, and Tomlin.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So Mike McCarthy kind of,
He's a
because we're
Pittsburgh
kind
guy.
of, what's that?
He's a Pittsburgh guy too.
Yeah, I'm kind of with Crowder in that, hey, like Mike McCarthy wants to come in. It's a storied franchise for head coaches. Like you can do it for the next 10, 15 years. This is what they're used to. And I think he's being saddled with a guy who obviously their relationship is going to be different because Aaron Rodgers doesn't give anything to anybody. You know what I mean? Like there's no like deferring to Mike McCarthy because he was my coach when I was younger and he's the head coach now. Like Aaron Rodgers does what Aaron Rodgers wants to do.
That's what I thought. Like your college professor that meets you at 45, y'all are two different people.
Right.
And I'm not staying for extra office hours. You can kiss my butt.
Right.
I think it's going to go downhill fast. I really do.
He's old.
Well,
And
both of them.
Aaron
You're talking-
can still
which one
spin
you
that
talking about?
thing, but he's old.
Rodgers. I mean, coaches can be old. Quarterbacks can't. Unless you're Tom Brady.
True.
Then you can be old.
Or Jacoby Brissett.
Still holding out. by the way.
$18 million. Come on, fellas.
How old is Jacoby Brissett?
33.
33?
I don't know.
Are you guessing or?
I guess, but I heard somebody say it.
Crowder is correct. He's 33 years old.
No, somebody said it. When we were doing this yesterday, somebody looked it up and said 33.
May have been me. I may have forgotten from one day to the next.
Because you're old.
I like Aaron Rodgers.
How
old do you think Geno Smith is?
Ooh,
He's
29.
35.
Geno Smith is 35?
How old do you think Malik Willis is?
He's in his 20s, 28.
32.
27.
26.
Yeah, Malik's a puppy.
Jimmy,
I could
we're
be
so
Malik
close.
Willis's father.
Theoretically.
Yeah, like I could make babies at, 19?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it'd be younger than that, right?
I can make babies out of the womb, Hawk.
I think this was in
I'm
the
a man.
Lucy era.
Crowder, you're 54? Knicks and Cavs game 1 tonight, Eastern Conference Final.
I was born with a beard.
That game tips off at 8 p.m. We had game 1.
Where can you watch that game? You got to like nowadays. You don't even know.
Let me see. It is on. Of course, this is the time my internet takes forever to load.
No, tonight's game on ESPN.
It's ESPN?
Yeah.
Oh, you said that earlier.
I got ESPN on.
Yep.
I'm waiting for the game to start at 7.
Confirmed. It is ESPN.
Yeah.
It's on ESPN, guys.
Told you, bastards.
Is that bit getting all the Game 1 last night between the Thunder and the Spurs, double overtime, big win. Wemby dropped 41 and 24, first or youngest player ever to have that stat line, but SGA was very critical of himself afterwards. The Thunder obviously very good, but if Alex Caruso is going to be their best point producer on the night, likely not a recipe for success for them. SGA was, 7 of 20-something from the floor? Not good enough from the back-to-back MVP, and he said as much afterwards.
Is there anyone you enjoy watching in the NBA more than Victor Wembanyama?
That's a hell of a question.
Well, your answer is no.
Well, Matas Buzelis for me.
Right.
Man, is there anybody I just enjoy there just watching a athlete do their thing?
You can sit down, and I know obviously it's the Western Conference Finals, but it's a random Wednesday night, and you don't have a horse in the race. I can watch Victor Wembanyama play any night, anytime. I am fascinated watching him.
I would say Jokic is up there because of just the way he plays, that big lazy game he plays, but he's productive. SGA can create at any moment. But no, Wemby's probably number one, Hawk, to answer your question.
Wemby, you're watching and you don't believe what you're seeing half the time. I've seen guys like SGA play before, and I've seen big lumbering guys like Jokic. I mean, I guess not do exactly what he does because he's got such a complete game. But I just Victor Wembanyama, I've never seen this guy before.
No, he can dunk. He can dunk standing flat-footed.
Did you see that dunk he had last night? It was late in the fourth quarter.
Oh, come on,
he started beyond the free throw line, took one step, one dribble.
His Euro step is 19 feet.
It's crazy.
It's nuts. He is, he's he's the alien, whatever they call him. Watching him play is wild.
I think, was it you who said it earlier? Or was it Clay Appel who said Wembanyama going to Madison Square Garden in an NBA Finals and balling out? Like that would be, I mean, you wouldn't believe what you were watching.
Yeah. We would people would be amazed by Chet Holmgren if Wembanyama was never born.
Correct. Yep.
Poor Chet.
Wemby's a grown man, and Chet had 8 points.
And his name's Chet.
And his name's Chet. Yeah, name him Josh. Josh Holmgren. He would be better.
I told you when I was a kid, I was convinced I was going to name my son, if I had one, Chet, because I love Chet Lemon on the White Sox. And then Weird Science came out, and Chet was this terrible brother who was like a bubbling ooze by the end of the movie, and then I hated the name Chet. Now you've got Chet Holmgren. They don't make a lot of Chets anymore.
And your wife is smart, and she wasn't going to let Chet pass through.
Probably not.
Yeah.
I may have brought it up.
Chet Hochman?
Chet.
The Atlanta Braves have the bases loaded and nobody out in the top of the first.
Are you kidding me?
Not going to be 12-0.
Well, what kind of nerfy is this?
1-0 Braves.
I mean, what are we even doing?
You just lost me money.
Me too.
It was 1 segment. You lost me money in 1 segment.
They don't have an out.
No, we lost. They scored.
I know, but I mean, they didn't even get a single out before we lost the bet.
Man,
I told you, Brax might be okay if he's throwing strikes. He walked 2 with the first 3 hitters. And it's not a recipe for success.
Not throwing strikes.
Oh, Bournemouth
First
almost
inning,
scored another goal.
under 0.5 runs. Get out of here.
Man, what a dumb bet, Appel.
Can't believe you guys did it. The conference finals in the NHL are set. We've got Vegas and Colorado in the West. That
Evan
starts
Nilsson
tomorrow.
just came this close to scoring a goal. Golly.
Bournemouth's up 1-0 in the 89th minute. This is a massive win if they hang on.
I know. And I think it said up there that would mean Arsenal wins the league, yeah?
That is correct.
So if Bournemouth holds on, Arsenal wins the Premier League?
Correct.
Appel, my Zelle is attached to my cell phone number.
Oh, they're taking Evan Nilsson out. Come on. Some of us have anytime goal.
No, but it's like you didn't even make the bet. It was a free bet. It was a fret.
No, I wasn't a fret. Hawks was a fret. Mine was cash that my kids now can't have chicken tenders.
Well, they can have popsicles.
We got popsicles.
Maybe a grilled cheese. Your weather. Mostly cloudy. Temperatures in the high.
Yeah, we need you to do better at this, at these headlines, Appel, because I told you I can't give away the tickets till 4:20. So if you're going to wrap everything up at 4:18, what am I going to do?
Give us some more terrible bets for 2 minutes.
Well, I was going to get to Bournemouth, and you talked about it. We went through the Marlins in the first inning. They're down 1-0, but we do have an out. The Marlins did record an out. First and third, one out in the top of the first.
Oh, off the post.
Yeah, Bournemouth just hit the post. The woodwork, as they say. Oh, and he tripped the ball, this guy.
It's crazy.
I don't like these Man City kids.
You know that there's going to be an extra time goal here from Man City.
Percent's getting a raise. I'm broke. This is a terrible day.
Everything's falling apart.
Everything's falling apart.
Appel's wrapping up the headlines 3 minutes before I need him to.
Oh, well, it's 4:19.
Everybody wanted me. He wants me to go to commercial break so that we can stop the commercials to play a Black Crowes song.
Can I make a shameful admission?
Sure.
I got the Black Crowes and the Counting Crows confused.
I don't think that's shameful. I think there's probably a lot of people your age that have no idea who the Black Crowes are. Although once you hear their music, you would know.
Oh, Appel. I never knew them till they play the song at 4:20. Then I'm like, I've heard this song before.
I was like, am I going to have to listen to Accidentally in Love at 4:20 from the Counting Crows?
Nobody even knows what that song is. The only song anyone knows is Mr. Jones.
I think Accidentally in Love is from one of the Shrek movies.
If you play it, I'll know because I know Shrek movies. I know this song.
Is this Jealous again?
It sure is.
It's a banger. Crank it up for a second.
This song.
It's a good song. All right. Black Crowes coming to Hard Rock Live May 30th, along with Whiskey Myers and Southall. And we have a pair of tickets every day this week. What caller number do you want to take, Crowder?
12 for the Marlins runs last night.
How about that?
That was
caller number 12. Whoa, there's a big fight on the Bournemouth pitch.
Soccer
get a red card here.
Fight?
Nah, it's like just a grabbing.
Yeah, they tussle.
A little scrum.
Caller 12, 305-567-0560. 305-567-0560. Caller 12 gets the Black Crowes tickets. See them at Hard Rock Live. 6 minutes, by the way, of extra time here in the Bournemouth Man City match.
Still no update on Jacoby Brissett's holdout, but I can get you the weather finally.
All right.
Temperatures in the high 80s, mostly cloudy. It feels like summer, mid-May, sticky and humid. Classic Florida. That weather report brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping keep your home and family safe when the storms roll in. Visit tornadoroofing.com for your free roof and window estimate. What happened there? Did I mess up?
No, yellow card.
Oh, I thought you said something. I thought I said something wrong. I have a history.
Oh, you thought I was giving you a yellow card?
Yeah. It's a good
Very
bit,
rarely give someone a yellow card or a red card on this show, but maybe we should implement that. That would be, that would be cool.
I have a friend. I have a friend who used to carry around a red and a yellow card with him in public, and would just give random people cards. It's a great bit.
So, like, if somebody left their public cart by their car, he would walk up to them and red card them.
Yep.
That's good.
That's funny, man.
I can do that.
That's a really funny bit. All right, we're going to do a little talk about it Tuesday in the next segment. We've talked plenty about Hard Rock Bet. Now, is this a free kick here for
Oh yeah, dangerous spot
for Man City? I told you. Oh, they hit the post. I mean, it was a wide open shot. I don't understand what Bournemouth is doing here.
Who's getting me for this Nerfy? Appel.
What?
My Zell's attached to my cell phone number.
Yeah,
I have diapers to buy.
Appel, Nerfy, red card. I just red carded you.
I got a red card too.
We'll do a little round of talk about it Tuesday in the next segment. We talked plenty about the Hard Rock Bet app. The party is on. You're on the guest list. Sign up, bet $5 on any game. If it wins, you also score $150 in bonus bets. So you got a winning bet and a boosted bankroll. Oh, off the post for Man. Oh, Man City scored.
Oh no!
You've got to be kidding me.
Oh,
You have to be kidding me. I cannot believe that Bournemouth just gave up that goal. I can't believe that they didn't score their goal when they hit the post. You knew this was going to happen. So in the 95th minute, Man City equalizes. Does Arsenal still win the Premier League if
Yes.
they tie?
yeah. Man City would need a victory to get to avoid that. Oh, that's
Unbelievable.
heartbreaking. And you lose your other
Heartbreaking. I lost my other bet. I lost the Nerfy. I mean, this is just a terrible segment. They literally. Did you see that open
Yeah.
net where they hit the post?
Yep, I've got it on.
I mean, it was wide open. Oh,
I'm just downtrodden. Oh no.
no,
Clear
they cleared it. Well, if you want to experience this kind of fun, download the Hard Rock Bet app now. You do feel alive. Uh-oh.
Clear it.
Get it out of there.
Blow the whistle. Referee.
Man, what a punch in the D.
All right. Game's
And
over.
it's over. Official. Bournemouth, Man City. 1-1 draw. Oh, heartbreaking for the Cherries. Arsenal is your 2025-2026 Premier League champions. All right, Hard Rock Bet. So you sign up, you bet $5 on any game. If it wins, you also score $150 in bonus bets. A winning bet and a boosted bankroll. That's how you get the party started. Payable in bonus bets, not a cash offer. And the welcome offer is just the tip-off. Hard Rock Bet gives you new daily promos. So if you have the Hard Rock Bet app already, open it up right now. See what's waiting for you today. You got the conference finals. 4 teams remain in the NBA playoffs. The pressure is higher. The stars shine brighter, as we saw yesterday. And tonight's a biggie as well. And however you want to work it up, however you want to draw it up, Hard Rock Bet gives you tons of ways to stack your NBA playoff picks into an epic same-game parlay, if you like. And if you got puck luck, test it out on Hard Rock Bet, Florida's only legal sports book. From puck lines and goal totals to player props and same-game parlays, every night in the playoffs is a shot to light the lamp on Hard Rock Bet. By the way, The May is a big month for sports. You got the engines firing up in Indianapolis this Memorial Day weekend. The world's top tennis stars battle it out on the clay courts in France. Whether you're backing drivers, serving match winners, or live betting the action as it all unfolds, Hard Rock Bet is Florida's way to get in on it all. So it all starts with you downloading the Hard Rock Bet app right now. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
My ability didn't offset my arrest, huh?
absolutely heartbreaking for AFC Bournemouth. They end up tying Man City 1-1 after being in the lead all match long, 6 minutes of extra time, and in the 95th minute, Man City equalizes, and the game ends 1-1. So I lose my Evan Nilsson anytime goal, and he should have had one in the first 10 minutes of the match. I lose Bournemouth to win at plus 325. I lost Marlins no runs first inning because there were 900 runs in the first inning. Just a terrible start to the 4 o'clock hour.
Come on, Apel.
Little peek behind the curtain. One of my duties in place of Solana is to write in the descriptions for the Odyssey app for each segment. And so when I was thinking of what to write for the first segment of the 4 o'clock hour, I settled on everyone lost all of their bets in a record amount of time.
Apel, again, my Zelle is connected to my cell phone. I need some money.
By the way,
I had to pay for diapers. We've started solid in this household.
Come on, man. Jordan, he don't pee that much.
3-2 in the first inning. The Marlins have taken the lead 3-2 in the bottom of the first. More runs in this first inning than one could ever imagine. There's a record number of runs being scored in this first inning.
I think maybe you guys should have bet yes runs in the first inning.
Well, in retrospect, I should have.
Got new soccer terminology because I had sent my my soccer bets that I lost to Whitty, and I said I really should have won both of these. It was the Bournemouth winner and Evan Nilsson anytime goal, and he texted back, "Oh man, he had a few sitters today."
Sure
so
did.
what is that? He was a goal was sitting there for him,
right on the doorstep, sitting there on a platter for him.
I mean, Evan Nilsson, Crowder. Did you see he had those sitters today? Just sitters sitting there. The sitters were sitting there.
My sitters always call out. They say it's raining.
Yeah, I wouldn't be coming back to your house. You don't get a sitter more than one time, do you? You never get a repeat.
No. They always have an excuse. Come watch this, baby, lady.
Let's play a quick round of Talk About It Tuesday. It's brought to you by Miami Lakes Chevrolet, where you walk in as a customer and drive out as family. Jimmy, hit the big open for Talk About It Tuesday.
Right now?
Anytime.
Okay.
On Tuesdays, Hawk and Crowder talk about it.
Pick 3 restaurants to eat at for the rest of your life.
Talk about it.
How often are you changing your toothbrush?
Talk about it.
Pecan or pecan?
Talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
All right, Josh Appel in for Solana. Impress us with your Talk About It Tuesday topics.
Now, I've got 3. Do you want to start with the one sportsy one or the 2 not sportsy ones?
Give us a sportsy one to start out.
Okay, let's start with the sportsy one.
All right.
You can draft one player as a rookie. Again, are you going to take LeBron James, Michael Jordan, or Victor Wembanyama?
Talk about it.
Talk about it.
Talk about it. Whew. Easy for me. Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's the greatest to ever play basketball. Will always be the greatest to have ever played basketball. And so why wouldn't I take him? Take MJ in a heartbeat.
What are we trying to win championships?
What else are you trying to do?
So the best player out of the 3?
The guy who has the most championships.
Yeah.
But you're drafting him as a rookie, so you don't know that he's going to go on to have the career that he did.
Oh, just body type, I would take Wemby.
No, you wouldn't. He's too skinny. You
But
wouldn't think that he would hold up this well.
No,
You just
we're
wouldn't.
looking at Michael Jordan as Michael Jordan, retired Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan out of North Carolina, Wemby out of France. Would Wemby be drafted over Michael Jordan if they came out the same year?
I mean, MJ went third in his own draft.
You see what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not saying, and I'm with you, Hawk. I'm a MJ guy. But if they were 21 at the same time, you would draft Wemby over Jordan.
Well, actually, you'd probably draft LeBron if you want to do.
If
you're doing body type,
the best outcome of a Wemby LeBron Jordan draft might be LeBron.
I would stick with Sam Bowie, that's who Portland took over MJ.
You know what? I think you know what? Never mind. You tried to sway me. Wemby would be drafted over both of those guys if you didn't know the outcome of their careers.
No, I don't think so. Because I think you'd think he was another Sean Bradley.
No, you didn't. You thought Wemby was Sean Bradley?
I'm just saying a tall, lanky guy, you'd say, I don't care how tall he is, he will not be able to withstand an NBA 82-game schedule.
7'4", can run the point, can shoot threes, and play in the paint. I think Wemby will be drafted over Jordan and LeBron.
Jimmy?
Easy. MJ.
Josh?
I'm going to go LeBron.
Really?
Same age.
Listen, I remember the LeBron Sports Illustrated covers. There was a lot of hype around him. And going straight from high school to the NBA. I mean, I'm going LeBron.
Y'all are looking at the outcome and not the beginning.
I think body type, though, you may go with LeBron. I think
you go
might.
with a 7'4" guy that can run the point.
Ralph Sampson. We know what happened to him.
Wemby's not Ralph Sampson.
I know, but you didn't think so.
You would take Wemby. Anybody take Wemby.
Ronald Acuna Jr. is up to bat.
Sandy Leone Revenge Series, by the way.
No one knows who that is. All right, what do you have? What do you have next, Josh?
Do I wait for the sound or do I just go now?
No, you say what it is, and then he fires off. Yeah.
Right. All right, here we go. Number 2. If you had to choose one member of the WQAM staff to be a roommate for a year, who are you choosing?
Talk about it.
Talk about it.
Talk about it. Now that's a great question.
I have to credit Solana for helping out with that one.
That's a great question. Does it have to be an air staff member?
No, just any staff or a WQAM. Board op,
Len,
producer.
our program director. Without question, Len. I could run over him. I could force him to cook my meals.
You want an indentured servant, huh?
I think I could make him my jailhouse girlfriend.
Ooh.
I think Len. First of all, Len, he wouldn't complain about anything. You know what I mean? Like if he was upset at me about something, he would probably just keep it to himself, or he would say something very nicely. I don't think he would lose his temper. I think he would probably clean up around himself. I know he'd be quiet. He's not going to be, Dan Day's going to come stumbling in at 3 a.m. and he's going to have 18 people with him that he doesn't even know who they are. Hollywood. I mean, have you ever tried to have a conversation with that guy?
Yeah.
I mean, you'd want to bang your head against the wall after 2 days. Joe Rose, no chance.
I've seen that microphone screen.
No. Yeah. You seen what Joe Rose has done to a microphone screen? Imagine what he'd do to your coffee cup.
I want to talk about tennis all day. I want to hear this crap.
You got the black hair dye in the sink all the time. I don't know what's going on.
We got to just for men. We can't just for men every day, can we, Joe?
Leroy, you would absolutely jump off the roof.
Yeah. That's an automatic.
Could you imagine? I mean, he would wake you. He would literally wake you to start talking to you at 4 a.m.
You up? No, I'm not up. Why are you whispering? Am I up? I'm not up. It's funny. I think I go with Marcos.
Marcos would probably be fun.
Fun, just joke all the time, play around. I think me and Marcos, my least would be Hawk. There's no way I can live with Hawk.
I'd be the easiest roommate.
Hawk, no,
I should be everyone's number one pick.
Hawk, it's not you. You have these set things in life. I can't eat Alfredo in the afternoon.
Right.
You're gonna question everything I do. I can't eat in my bed.
If it's worth questioning.
Yeah, you're just gonna question every single thing I do. I think Marcos would be funny, and he's gonna leave me the hell alone and just let me live and let live.
Yeah, I'd be up in your business. That's true, but it would be to make you a better person.
And so you're gonna bring that raggedy ass cat with you. I hate your cat.
You should look at me like LeBron looked at Pat Riley. Like, I can take you to the next level. If you would just give me one, I don't even need 4 years. Just 1 year as your roommate.
There's no way.
Actually, you should want me as your roommate because I would tap out after a week.
I love Hawk to death. There's no way we could live together.
Couldn't be Tobin, right? Because he's going to be doing bits. He's going to have the whale sounds always. And it's like, I just want to have breakfast. You're making whale sounds. Yeah, parody songs. You know, hey, I'm just trying to, all of a sudden I'm rooming with Weird Al Yankovic. Hey, I just, I'm just trying to eat it. Just trying to eat an Uncrustable, Tobin. Can you lay off the Marlins Macho Man for 2 minutes while I eat this Uncrustable?
I think Appel might be a cool roommate. Thank you.
No, I think Appel's got only child syndrome. Like, you're going to have to devote all your attention to him. You're going to have to tell him how cute and funny he is. You probably have to change him. Like, it just, it's no good. No good. No good.
I got to lay his clothes out for him. No good. No good.
Got to swaddle him at night. Yeah, no good. No good. That's a good question. Jimmy, who would be your roommate?
I was going to say Appel, but the whole changing a baby.
Yeah, it'd be like having a child.
Think of how much wrestling we'd watch.
That is true.
That's
Danhausen, right?
Danhausen.
Then y'all could wrestle.
Yep.
Roommate housings.
Okay, Appel, I'll pick you.
Now look at that. You talked yourself into Jimmy. Appel, who would you choose?
Bang. So I hope this still counts. And I think it should still count. I think I'm in a room with Tree.
Oh, interesting. Tree. No.
No, Tree will be a great roommate.
Provide some snacks throughout the day. We'll go for a nice round of golf. If something needs to be fixed around the place, Tree's going to fix it.
Well, that's true. He can't fix anything. I think Tree, though, because we only get him in small doses, I think Tree is going to start telling you why aliens landed here. I think Tree is going to start telling you what crop circles are. I have a feeling.
Tree has some theories.
Yeah, I think you're biting off more than you can chew with Tree. I think Tree's good for.
Light bulb goes out.
I think it's good for like a Panthers game here and there. I think after he's had dinner and he sits down for his evening thoughts, I think you're going to get ayahuasca Aaron Rodgers in the version of Tree.
Definitely wouldn't choose Crowder. I don't need the grilled cheese at 2 a.m.
Yeah, terrible.
What? Terrible?
No good. No good.
Although, who doesn't want a grilled cheese at 2 a.m.?
No good.
I like a late night snack.
Yeah.
Popsicles?
We eat popsicles. We can eat popsicles together. Cheers.
Clink.
Crowder.
Clink. Yeah.
That was a good round of Talk About It Tuesday, Josh. Nice job.
Thank you.
Right,
and
we
again,
got to take a break.
I don't want to take full credit. Solana did help a little bit.
You delivered it well, though.
Thank you.
5 o'clock, Funky Buddha Happy Hour is coming up next. Cheetah Pompano is such a great spot. And this week, especially, now, Cheetah Pompano, of course, all the entertainment, the most beautiful ladies in South Florida, the amazing complimentary gourmet lunch till 3 p.m. every day, happy hour specials till 6. But their sister club, Cheetah Palm Beach, this week is the place to be. They are celebrating their 25th anniversary. It's a massive 2-day event tomorrow and Thursday. Party starts at 11:30 a.m. both days, special anniversary lunch specials. Then tomorrow at Cheetah Palm Beach, $150 Moet Imperial Anniversary bottle specials, $5 Tito drink specials all day, a Cheetah Platinum VIP card giveaway valued at $1,000, and a complimentary gourmet appetizer stand at 6 p.m. Thursday at Cheetah Palm Beach, a Cheetah Super VIP card giveaway valued at $1,500, anniversary open liquor bar 6 till 7 p.m. Complimentary roast beef carving station 6 till 7 p.m. Complimentary lavish cheese and dessert station 6 till 7 p.m. as well. So it is always going off at Cheetah Pompano, and this week, Wednesday and Thursday, it will be going off at Cheetah Palm Beach for their 25th anniversary 2-day celebration. Get all the details at cheetahsofl.com.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
You guys see new Mozart is dropping soon?
He's dead.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. Working all day. Yeah, that's all I see. It's 5 o'clock somewhere and it's right here. The Funky Buddha happy hour, everyone grab a beer. See, the boys are back and so are the guests. We talk food more than sports, but we winning our bets. To the moon, bro, with all the mundo. Hot takes and more, that's coming soon, though. Every banger like a pass, every bar off the glass. WQAM, and they coming for that ass. I'm a spaz like Solana on preheat. My dog don't care who the kicker is as long as they got 2 feet. Pickle bar champ, and he about to repeat. Don't sleep, y'all, the picture get vivid. Especially with Crowder when he cooking on the pivot. Yo, that boy did it. Played for the Finns, embraced by this city. And then comes the man who's silly but stay litty. No avocado toast, and I hope that you ready for Mark Hochman, the big stepper from the Shy, Kane alumni, the big rapper. Gotta dap him up, and like you messing with the neighborhood chick, let's wrap it up. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
5 o'clock hour. Funky Buddha Happy Hour, brought to you by our friends at Funky Buddha Brewery in Oakland Park, where you can enjoy a little Texas Hold'em tonight. They do Texas Hold'em tournaments on Tuesday nights. You can also enjoy some Pineapple Beach. Pineapple Beach Blonde Ale is back for summer season. This tropical and refreshing blonde ale is kissed with the gnarly waves of juicy pineapple. Got a what?
Because you said pineapple the first time.
Yeah. A lot of people say pineapple. A lot of people say pineapple, and so I try to interchange them during the read.
Foolishness.
I'm with Hop.
Agree to disagree. Dose of floral American hops and crisp Pilsner malt makes this the ideal beer for any sun-soaked day. It's available now in the tap room on draft or in to-go 6-packs and available statewide at your favorite retailer. I'm also looking at the Funky Buddha Taproom Instagram page. It says they've got an F1 Canadian Grand Prix watch party in the taproom this Sunday. Pull up a seat, settle in, watch all the action. $4 pregame Pilsners. $15 pitchers. And brunch runs till 3 o'clock. That is this coming Sunday. Funky Buddha Taproom in Oakland Park. Their brunch is phenomenal. We all know how good Chef Jeff is in the kitchen, even though we give him grief every now and then for some of those menu items.
We or you?
Probably me.
Yeah.
More me than you.
I love Chef Jeff.
More crab than cake. I don't know what that means. All right, let's get headlines here for the 5 o'clock Funky Buddha Happy Hour with Josh Appel, who's in for Solana. Headlines brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit them at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com.
Great bet by everybody on this show. Yes runs in the first inning. The Braves scored twice. The Marlins scored 3 times. That's where we sit right now. Bottom of the third. Marlins leading the Braves 3-2. That's currently airing on AM 560. Jack McMullen, Rod Allen, Steven Strom on the call over there for that one.
If you want to see Jeff Halfley at OTAs today, getting into it, getting physical.
Yeah,
David Furones retweeted Yanni how do you pronounce his last name? Yanni Caracas. He's a sportscaster up here in the Palm Beach County market, I think for Channel 25. Jeff Halfley getting involved in ball security drills, wearing the arm pad. Never saw McDaniel do that. Hey, take it from me. Go ahead. I dare you.
I don't know. Go, coach.
Ball security, job security.
Right.
I used to weigh them coaches out when they wanted to grab that pad.
I don't know about that.
Listen, Hawk, I know I wasn't a Hall of Famer, but if a 58-year-old man grabs the pad, I was going to knock him down.
Jeff Halfley's not 58 years old.
That's 56.
Stop it. How old do you think Jeff Halfley is?
50-something.
No.
Like 42.
I was going to say like 34.
No, he's not 34.
He's not that young.
I have his age right here. 47.
Yeah.
Looks good for 47.
47-year-old, 5'8" white man, and I can't knock him to the ground.
He looks healthier than you. What are you, 42?
I'm healthy as a horse. 42.
Yeah.
40. I don't know
guy
how
runs
old
circles
I am.
around you.
Did Dom Capers ever grab those pads?
Listen, Dom didn't even walk fast.
It's an amazing visual.
I used to give George Edwards hell, though.
Game 1, Eastern Conference Finals, NBA, Knicks, Cavs, ESPN
Let me see.
tonight.
Marlins up 4-2 now.
What was his name?
They're playing
Richard-
small ball. Hawk, get
Richard
him over,
Smith.
get him in. A little sacrifice fly. Who
Just
doesn't
move 'em
want
along.
a sacrifice fly?
Way to go, McCullough.
Or I might have a ground ball. I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
I used to wear his ass out.
Oh, Richard Smith.
Richard Smith. He was
that
one of
guy?
those.
That's the guy that you wore out?
He's 70 now. So when I played, he was 50 already. But he used to be like let's go get him
You
and
think you
do
could
that.
wear out Dan Campbell?
I don't know about DC.
I know you could not.
I touched Dan on the field and I didn't know what was going on. I was like, damn, what do you eat, Dan? You are super strong.
David Fiorona has tweeted out some video of
Kneecaps.
Patrick Paul, and he's talking about, Caden Proctor and whatever. But Patrick Paul is, when I tell you, like, I could just watch Wemby because he's just physically interesting to look at. Patrick Paul, man, it is ridiculous looking at that guy.
Yeah. What's he, 6'7"?
Something like that.
Yeah, it was
I think
great.
he's
It was
6'7",
like
yeah.
I'll tell you, Jake Long was like that. When Jake Long first got
Was
in,
he that tall?
Jake Long was
Yeah.
6'6" and had abs and used to run with the defensive backs. And like with the injuries, like I think Jake Long could have been a Hall of Famer if he didn't start getting his knees hurt and all that stuff. But Jake Long was when you went up against him, you just shrug your shoulders. Coach, you better not yell at me if I don't get to the quarterback because look at him. Look at him, coach. Like, don't yell at me, please.
David Fiorona has also tweeted out Quinn Ewers operating the offense with conviction to start year 2. The Ewers to Theo Weiss connection still strong.
I met Jake Long outside of a cheese course when I was in high school.
Oh, I used to love the cheese course.
Cheese course was a good spot.
Aventura or Boca?
Weston. Yeah.
Really. Jake was a big old fella. Nice as all get up.
Trying to find this picture. Huh.
Honestly, I've never heard of it.
Jake Long?
Cheese course?
No, cheese course. I know who
Oh.
Jake Long is.
I think the cheese course, they're all gone, right?
Yeah.
Which one is you?
You're on the right with the black shirt.
Yep. Oh, that hair I had
Jake was a little fella.
really speaks to how big I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, he only got you by a foot.
Had his jersey too. I had your jersey and his jersey. I knew how to pick.
You got Crowder's jersey?
Yeah.
My man.
I've
Huck,
said this.
you and Solana are the ones that didn't know I was a great player.
So what happened? You were, I didn't know that you went to the boys club. So you went to the Boys and Girls Club and someone dropped that off for a
Yeah, it
holiday
was the,
regift?
It was the Christmas drive. I picked up a bobblehead and I was like, "Oh, Crowder."
Look at this jersey.
I appreciate it, Appel. They always hate on me, Appel. I appreciate it.
Listen, you were a Gator. I grew up a Gator fan. You were a Gator on the Dolphins. Got your jersey. And Chad Henne. That was my other one.
Not good company.
This news is from yesterday. Big news. You see that Rick Fox was appointed a senator in the Bahamas?
I don't think he was appointed. He was elected.
This is what it says on the headline.
Well, he was
Ex-NBA
running
champ
because I
Rick
saw
Fox
video of
appointed
him at a
senator.
campaign event.
Yeah, I don't know. It says appointed. I'm not an expert on Bahamian elections.
Yeah, it says named opposition senator in the Bahamas.
Named.
There you go.
Interesting. Oh,
Game
Solana has
2.
sent us a picture.
Which
Him
goal
and
was that?
Valentina. They're in Italy.
Is that Ben Volen in the background?
Italy, Orlando. Ben Volen's going to join us in the next segment from Orlando, NFL owners meetings. Solana's at Epcot, eating around the world.
Man, his old lady hates him. I can tell by the picture.
Everyone around him hates him, doesn't they?
Yeah, he's dragging her around Epcot.
Spurs Thunder, game 2, after their double overtime game last night, is on Wednesday. Busy night on Wednesday. That game's on NBC, and then we've got game 1 of the Western Conference Final in the NHL, Avs and Golden Knights. And then the following day, I believe, is when Carolina and Montreal. Yep, Thursday, Carolina-Montreal, game 1 of the Eastern Conference Final.
All right.
That's all I got on headlines. Again, no updates on Jacoby Brissett. Maybe Ben Volen will have one for us. But in the meantime, your weather. Cloudy, hot, humid, South Florida in mid to late May. What else is new? That weather report brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping keep your home and family safe when the storms roll in. Visit tornadoroofing.com for your free roof and window estimate.
All right, Ben Volen is indeed going to join us in the next segment. Anybody watching this Marlins game? Has there been any kind of attendance bump? I haven't seen many crowd shots. I'm just curious how the 4 o'clock start worked. Did it?
It looks like a normal Tuesday night game.
That's good then. Get it out of the way sooner rather than later. I mean, if it's not going to make any kind of marked difference either way, then you work at the ballpark. You got your whole night free now. This Leon for Atlanta, it's a big fella.
Former Marlin legend.
Leon.
Grounded out to first. I had a feeling, just looking at him, that he wasn't going to beat that out.
Why? Built like Jimmy.
Heavy Chevy. Is he a heavy Chevy?
Big fella right there.
Yeah.
All right. Ben Volen is going to join us in the next segment. We'll talk some NFL with him. He's the senior NFL writer for the Boston Globe. Just because you're getting older doesn't mean you have to feel like it. If your energy is low, your sleep is off, your weight doesn't budge, you got brain fog, your sex drive isn't what it used to be, time to switch things up. And I'm talking about Atlantic Men's Clinic. You know, maybe your game just isn't quite what it used to be. Less energy and less drive, and you don't feel like yourself. You deserve to feel your best. It's why I started getting testosterone at Atlantic Men's Clinic. I was there today, as a matter of fact. I go on Tuesdays. At Atlantic Men's Clinic, their advanced medical strategies featuring TRT, GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1, PDA, and more treat low T and other hormonal issues to help you shed pounds, have more energy, enhance your body composition, improve your sleep, increase your sex drive, and so much more. And it helps you get back to feeling your best. Atlantic Men's Clinic, they are the experts in treating low testosterone and other men's sexual health conditions. They have successfully treated thousands of men for low T, including me. And I'm telling you, you will notice a difference. If you're like the many men who are low T, within just a few weeks of starting your treatment, you're going to feel your energy return. You're going to feel the brain fog go away. Your sleep's going to improve. Your workouts will improve. Your sex drive will be significantly enhanced as well. Atlantic Men's Clinic. A lot of men, they'll wait a year or longer. There's no need to wait. Don't ignore the signs. Call right now and take those first steps towards feeling better again. There are 7 locations in South Florida, so it's going to be convenient wherever you are. Call them at 877-455-7300, 877-455-7300, or you can visit AtlanticMen'sClinic.com. Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
You're listening to the Hawk, Crowder, and Solana Show.
I love the colonoscopy.